I'm back with some great Xbox news, baby. Let's go.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab coming, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's training people where skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and pay top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening. The crazy one is finally back home. Yes. Chat, I'm finally back home. How you guys been? What's cooking? What's happening? I mean, give me the gossip, chat. You guys got to give me the gossip. What has Big B Money done? Of course, because I know I got to catch up on the gossip. I've been out of touch a little bit, because I was on vacation, enjoying my trip. And man, I hear myself talking over the background. Let me fix that real quick. All right, sorry about that. But yes, how you guys been? How was your New Year's? How was everything? Because I've been, busy. I tried to go live yesterday, but I couldn't. Not yesterday, the day before. I tried to go live on Wednesday, but it was a busy day on Wednesday. Getting things packed and everything just to come over here home. Man, I'm telling you, I had such a fantastic trip, chat. No joke. I mean, I really enjoyed being out there in California. A lot of grids says, "Hey, Louis, BB has a girlfriend." We know that BB Money has a girlfriend. We know that. Hey, Pang 9113, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, Jacob Novak. I know there's tons of news to cover today. I don't know what I'm about to do, but wow, it's just everything on between Xbox, between Jason Schreier with the BS again, because of course, we got to say BS because, we have not seen anything going around Sony, but he says that, Sony's working around it. I'm like, okay, Jason, all right, cool. Ah, man. Since you've been gone, BB has working on it. What is it gonna be called? I got a girlfriend. Yeah. It's gonna be a country song though, because it's gotta be a country song though. That's the only way it can go and work out. It has to be a country song though. That's the only way. That is the only definite way. It has to be a country song. It's gotta say, I got a girlfriend. My name, Big Big Money. Yeah, got a girlfriend. I don't know how am I gonna play that song though, but don't worry, it'll come to my head though. It'll come to my head, and I'll start singing it. So let's see now what's cooking. Let me see. Chicken over in the moving. What's up, Chicken over? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? Let me see who's in here. Why so serious? What's up? Good morning. BB Money B. What's up? Good morning to you, sir. Yes, Fallout 5 remastered. Yes, it says it's being cooked though, but we gotta see, gotta see. Lot of Grizz, good morning. Pang again, good morning to you, sir, and good morning to everyone who is here. I missed you all a lot. But let's be honest. Louis needed a break though. Louis needed a break, to be honest. I need a little break, I need a small break, out of everything to get reorganized, get things done. I feel good. I'm finally back home, pumped up. I'm ready to go for this year. Lots of great news. We are in the 25th anniversary of Xbox. Yes, baby, let's go. Yes, so much stuff happening, so much stuff cooking. I mean, we already saw a video of Phil Spencer coming out and just talking. And he says, which is good news because, hey, they have Game Freaks on their side. Wow, that is fucking awesome. They're getting a game from Game Freaks, the guys who worked and developed Pokemon. Let's fucking go. I mean, that's such great, fantastic news. We also got a little bit of Forza Horizon 6. And of course, what's important, the big news is we're going to get some news on Fable. Hey, Crispy Rambo, how you doing, man? Good morning to you, sir. My theory for Fallout 5 is 2030, Q1, right after Season 5 releases. Damn, Jacob, that's a long way. I'll be old. I don't even know what I'll be doing though. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, chat. But anyways, chat, let's start the show We got a lot of news to cover. We got a lot of things going on. I mean, Jacob has pumped up my DM with some news out here that I didn't even post on the show because I was, I forgot to post the show on Twitter. See, this is what happens, man, because it's been a while, though. Yes, all right. All right, the show's been posted out on Twitter. Let's go. Let's see what Jacob Nova sent me in DM. And let's talk about all this stuff. Oh, my God, Jacob, you filled up my news. Oh, Lord. Of course, of course, of course. Let's start with this one. Yeah, I just love how they had to grab something, just talk about it. Let me get the chat out of here. Okay, right here. So that way I can see what my beautiful, fantastic chat is saying. Let's get this over here. Twitch over here. We don't get a lot of people in Twitch. Oh, we got all those guys that says, oh, you need 30,000 views. You want to hype up fast. You want to level up faster Twitch? Yeah, I'm here for you. All you got to do is send me money. Yeah, right. Those guys, all they want, is your cash. Those freaking people, shit. Scott, what is it called? Scammers. Yeah. What's up, brother Ray Chi? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Ray Chi? What's cooking, Ray Chi? What's up, man? Ray Chi's got that 1070 Ti cooking. He hasn't upgraded that. He's not gonna upgrade that thing for the next 20 years, man. It's gonna be working in the next 20 years. Yes, sir. But yeah, let's go. Let's cook. Let's get all this news that Jacob Nova sent me. Holy smokes, there's a lot of news I gotta cover today. I'm gonna run out of breath. Jacob, remember, I have jet lag because I'm 4 hours ahead now. I literally woke up at 8 a.m., which is like 4 or 3 a.m. Oh, Lord. Let me see if the light's off. Hold on. Chat, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. One little second. Be right back. Give me one little second. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Sorry, chat. I had to turn off a light. I'm so sorry, chat. So sorry. I had to turn off a light. I'm back. So, here we go. Bro Boy says, good morning, Bro Boy. How you doing, man? He says the Xbox is sold. Yeah, because, I mean, seriously, that's how the year began with the Xbox is dead. We covered two Xbox is dead news. Now we're talking about good Xbox news, which is amazing, though. That's the thing I don't understand. They kill it, and it comes back. They kill it, and it comes back. They kill it, and it comes back. I don't know how many times we're going to go through that this year, but I bet you we're going to go through that tons of times this year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, like I was saying, though, let me get into this. Let's get into this news because, heck, it's always something with Sony. Yep. Let's go see. So, here's the news of today. Let's start off with this bomb right here. And it says here, because it's a main situation. It's a main situation. We don't know nothing about it, but of course, they're out there talking about it, cheering for it, like, yes! Sony is promoting this thing. Like, this is like the big win for them. Yeah. Like, you know how they are, chat. You know how they are. You know how they are. They always say, always look for Sony stuff, Yeah. Good morning, Louis and chat. Who's looking forward to kick some chickens? Oh, man, I'm forward to kick some chickens, man. Man, let me tell you something. If I had a chicken ear at home, I would kick it. Nah, I wouldn't kick a live chicken, though. Nobody wants to kick a live chicken. That would be animal cruelty. But, if I had a little chicken dog, I would kick it, though. I will kick it. Yes. So, here we go. Sony may be planning its entire calendar around GTA 6 test Jason Schreier. Apparently, it's still not content complete. Oh. So let's read this. Let's see what Sony's gonna get from this because, of course, I don't understand why they want this so bad. It's like they want Sony just to focus on this. You know how much money is gonna cost them for that? And they have a lawsuit this year that's gonna go through that. We will cover, guys, because you know me. When it comes to spicy news, yes. And for Q, thank you for the thumbnail, like always, sir. Yes, sir. That chicken will kick Louis' ass. Yep, it will. Yeah, that would be one aggressive. Yo, let me tell you something. Y'all don't mess with chickens. No. Let me tell you a story. This is a true story, though, real quick, before I start reading the news. When I was a kid, there was what's it called? Wait, did I freeze? Uh-oh. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. Am I good? Okay, I'm good. Okay. Thought I was frozen there for a second. So, real quick story. When I was a kid, though, I used to mess with this rooster. I used to poke him in the head. The rooster used to poke him in the head, and just poke him. Just tap him. Because someone told me, like, if you poke them too much in the head, they get mad, though. And I was like, really? They get mad? Okay, let's go see. So I started poking them in the head. And one day, that damn rooster, when it got big, It chased me all over the place. That damn thing got aggressive with me and it chased me all over the place. I was like, holy shit, that thing's mad. And yes, that's what Louis did. Messed around too much with chickens, yeah. So don't mess around with rooster, guys. They really do get aggressive, and yes, it really did kick my ass. No joke. So let's get into the news. All right. Yeah. All right, so it says here, Bloomberg reported Jason Schreier, one of the best known journalists, of course, now he's the best known, right? Has made some interest comments of the status of Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, you guys got to say best known, but just to kiss up to him. Yeah, we know that. Speaking on the Ringerverse podcast, gaming show button mash, Schreier is asking confident he is in the game's current official release date of November 19th, that where it could be delayed further. This is a big and complicated game. Yes, we know. And last I heard, it was still not content complete. Sorry, he says. This is to say, we're still finishing things up, still finalizing levels and missions, and seeing what's going to make it into the game. According to Schreier and what he's heard on the grapevine, Rockstar is still making stuff, but is hopeful that the team will be able to fully move on to fixing bugs in the remaining time before November date. Whether the game makes this date is really hard to say, Schreier admits. Hmm. I don't think anyone in Rockstar can 100% tell you with 100% certainly that they will make it out in November, but I think it feels like a bit more than fall 2025 did. Wow. That was never real, and even more real than May 2026 did. Even I think that there were people, at least that I spoke to, who were skeptical of that, and I think people feel like this might be a little bit more solid. All right. Shard goes on to talk about the importance of getting the game right. Uh, with such high expectations, Rockstar has to ensure GTA 6 is as polished as it can be before it launches. Because if they don't polish it, you know what's going to happen. Mind's eye. Yes. With a game like this, the stakes are so high, he says. The reality can't settle for anything less than perfection with this release because there's so much riding on it. Every time this game slips, Take Two shares drop 10%, 100%. I know that because I have stock in Take Two. Thank you. The hell happened here? Chat, this thing just fell. Hold on, chat. Let me fix this real quick. Man, what's going on with you? I thought you were stable there. Yeah. All right, let me put this right here again. Because if not, you need to get stuck. Come on. Mechanical Lou is on the way. Get in there, you essel. I'm about to super glue this sucker on there. Get fixed. Is it stuck? Get it fixed. Am I doing this right? I don't even know my chat. I think I did now. Now you're stuck? All right, you're stuck now. All right, you can't move. Okay, perfect. Get this fixed. Okay, perfect. All right, there you go. There you go. So let's keep reading. He thinks because it's so crucial for the game to have a good launch, the team would rather slip the launch date than release it, suggesting that it could be another delay if Rockstar thinks it's necessary. Stop with the freaking delays. Schreier says Take Two fiscal year ends in March, so the game has a buffer to March 2027 if the publisher still wants it out within that period. Uh-oh. Damn. While talking about GTA 6, release influences the schedule for basically every other game, Schreier points out that the importance of GTA 6 to PlayStation. While it's coming to Xbox as well, Schreier describes PlayStation as the main platform for the game and likens it to a PlayStation exclusive. Fuck. What did he say though? Let me go back to it. What did he say though? For the game and likens it to a PlayStation exclusive. In that, most of the sales will be PlayStation and will sell a lot of PS5 alongside it. I mean, chat, let me tell y'all something. It's got to do something to that PS5 because, man, I went to a couple places and let me tell you something. Some of the places I went, especially, and I'm going to put the big camera on for this one, especially my chat, after the holidays, those guys are overstocked with PS5s. Yeah, I see all over the place that they're selling, that they're doing this much, and yada yada yada. There's me. That there are 91 million and blah, 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 all that stuff. But damn, every time I go to a store, I see overstock. Or I see busted boxes of PS5 because shit, they're busted though. It's like if they fell. I mean, I gotta tell you something. If I see a box that is busted and broken, and no joke, I've seen PS5s busted and broken. The boxes at least. I'm like, I ain't buying that shit. Hell no. That thing's gotta be broken inside. It looked like it fell. But hey, let's keep reading this news though. Which I gotta post that picture. I totally forgot about it. I'll post it these days just to make some people mad out there on Twitter. Which of course we love it there. Yeah. So let's see now. But yeah, that one's weird though. How is this a PlayStation exclusive though? When it's coming to Xbox. But okay, you guys want to go out there and lie about it, go ahead. Because this is the thing that they lie about. I hate when they do that. Seriously, I hate. How can you go out there and say that it's likely to be a PlayStation exclusive? It can have a content thing, but it's not a freaking exclusive because it's coming to Xbox. He finishes by saying he suspects, because one thing is suspect and to be true, Sony is planning its entire calendar around GTA and will not release anything within the blast zone. He is probably right. GTA 6 will have a huge value to Sony and PS5. We imagine that games like Marvel Wolverine will aim to avoid the impact. They already know the release date, but okay. What do you think? Is GTA 6 November release date secure, or it might be delayed to 2027? What do you guys think? What do you think is going to be delayed to 2027 or not? That is the question we got to ask right here. Is it going to be delayed or not? Is it going to be ready? I do not know, chat, and I'll be honest with you. With so much things to play, should I worry about it? Nah. I got too much to play, though. There's so much to play. The only one that's got to worry about it is BB Money, because he's the one who says, and cheers for GTA 6. Nobody else in my chat cheers for that stuff. They don't. It's only BB Money who does. So, yes. If it does come out, cool. If it doesn't, well, cool. I'll just wait for next year, though. So, yes, sir. Okay, if GTA 6 don't come out this year, I'm going to stop. Chat, screenshot this right now. Y'all need to screenshot this? Screenshot this because look what he says. He says, okay, GTA 6 don't come out this year. I'm going to start talking about it everybody to next year. Okay, let's see if that's true though. Oh my God. I mean, if you wanted me to show that list, it's a long list, Jacob. Jesus. I mean, like I said, there's so much news going on that Jacob sent me today that it's insane. Jacob is like my news reporter out there. He's just bringing me the news. Holy smokes. All right, let me see if I can share this real quick, Jacob. Let me see if I can get this. Plus, I got to talk about the news I have here, Jacob. Oh my God. Why don't we do a double whammy? Oh no, tomorrow I got to do something though. Damn. It's on a Saturday, and since I got home, and yeah, I got so much to do. So this is. Let me see if I can put this big. No, I can't put it big, Jacob. Aw, can't put it big because I got a ton of messages though, and yeah. Let me see if I can put this big though. Hold on, Jacob. Give me 1 second. If I can put this big, I'll share it. But if not, then I'm gonna have to hold you on to it with this one because I got a lot of messages here. So yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can put this big, Jacob. 1 second. Because it used to be that you can put it big, but nowadays it's like, nah, you can't. All right, Jacob. I'm just gonna keep on moving. I can't put it up big because I got a lot of messages from a lot of people here. So yeah, I want to screen share that though. So here we go. Let's keep going. So Jacob Noah posted for me today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's ton of news. Oh yeah, we're getting South Park on Fortnite. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm just gonna cover this quick. So it says the start of the Fallout TV show is a mystery countdown on their website. Fans believing Bethesda is planning a Fallout 3 remaster shadow drop when the timer ends. Oh wow, that looks pretty cool. Let's read about that one. All right, let's get this right here. Oh, that's for the turtle, though. Okay, that's what they believe, though. Here, let me show you this real quick. and keep on moving because man, we got a lot of news to cover today, Jake. Lots of news. All right, so says here the Fallout show. Let me take this for right here. All right. So it says here the Fallout TV show has a mystery content on the website. Fans believe Bethesda's planning a Fallout 3 remaster shadow drop when the timer ends. There you go. There you go. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna be a Fallout? It's gonna be Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas? Because I'll be honest with you, if they were to remaster something, it's gotta be Fallout New Vegas, though. It's got to be Fallout New Vegas. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. I want GTA 6 to launch so I can stop hearing the damn game. You bay, there's gonna be lots of conversation about that. But we'll cover it quick. No worries, man. Don't worries. You bay says, Fortnite, what? Hey, we're getting South Park though. And man, if you get Cartman in there, man, saying some cuss words, I'm buying Cartman. Yes, sir. BB Money says the Xbox show gonna be great. 100%, man. It's 100% gonna be great. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that later. So yes, that show is fire though. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. Like I said, I just landed home and I gotta catch up with some TV shows. I gotta catch up with a lot of things. A lot of things are happening. I gotta catch up. But yeah, they say that timer supposedly is a game is gonna come out. I think it's gonna be New Vegas, guys. I think it is. I think it is. I think it's going to be New Vegas, my chat. That's what I think it is. So let's see. That's actually good news on the Fallout side. Let's keep on going because, like I said, there's tons of news to cover, and Jacob just keeps on sending me DMs. Uh, Let me see. Cause 150 constant amount of features make you okay. I don't know what that is though. My comment in the big chat. Okay. So, I don't know what that is though, Jacob. Can't catch it to Fallout 5, Fallout 3 remake, New Vegas has been greenlit. Oh, in the works, according to new report from Windows Central. Now this is good news for the Fallout guys. I'm gonna read about it real quick to keep on going because man, Jacob, there's so much news, man. I don't even know what to do. I should leave some news for Monday though. Jesus. Woo. My God. Man, already like if you see my screen though, it's got like it's packed of news. It's just like it's packed and I can't even like So here we go. So Fallout 5 remakes for three new sorry about that. Okay, here it is. Okay, Fallout 5 and remakes for 3 plus New Vegas are coming per Windows Central. Fallout 5 and Fallout 3 remake and Fallout New Vegas remake has been greenlit and are in the works according to news report on Windows Central. I think they're done though because I mean the show's there. I think they're done. But all right, Fallout 3 and Fallout 5 has been greenlit. Sorry, with the former being in the works. This is according to the friend site. Just going over at Windows Central, the wide-ranging piece focused on Xbox 2026 and beyond, and the Fallout franchise has its own section. And I'm telling you something, chat. On this, probably in the showcase we're gonna have in 2025, I think they're gonna just show us like a little teaser of the game or something, a little teaser trailer, probably so, or it's going to be in the July show, in the June showcase. That'll probably show us something though. So in it, Jet states that on the topic of Fallout, we are of course also eventually getting Fallout 5, which I understand to be greenlit. Fallout 4 was released back in 2015 to the critical acclaimed commercial success. Bethesda's next game was Fallout 76, which had a rocket launch and has become a resounding success over the subsequent years. That happens to all live service stuff, but okay. After Starfield was released in 2023, once again a critically acclaimed and commercial success, the next title for BGS was said to be Elder Scrolls 6. That has led to the question when the next Fallout game will be released. While Fallout 5 may be ways off, a remake of Fallout 3 has been long been rumored after the last year's successful launch of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It seems even more obvious on the topic, Jess, as a well-noted leaker, Nate the Hates has confirmed a Fallout 3 remake alongside a New Vegas one. There is all that and a lot more in the article over at Windows Central. So yeah, chat. So like I said, they said it's been greenlit, but I feel like if there's a timer on there, we could probably see it being out soon. We could probably see it though, chat. It's gonna be interesting to see. And what the hell is that on my site? Go. Who the hell's GoDaddy though? Damn. But all right, sorry about that, chat. All right, let's keep on going. But yeah, that's the news on the Fallout. And well, the bro boy Lewis with the $5 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He says, Louis, not sure if I said it here or not. Next month, February 11th to be exact, is the 10th anniversary of Crack Gamer getting verbally bitch slapped by Phil Spencer. Dear Lord, let me tell you something, chat. Out of all things, and I'll be honest with you about something, out of all things in life, listen, this is serious though. Getting bitch slapped by someone as high as Phil Spencer, I will be out of there. I'll be like, have a good day. I'm not doing any more shows. I'm out. I'm just gonna quit doing whatever. I mean, getting bitch slapped like that, ooh, man. I mean, that is a bitch slap. I remember that bitch slap though. Well, bro, what was the bitch slap about? I remember it was about PC games. Xbox delivering the PC games, something like that. I mean, shit, he got bitch slap. I'm sorry. That's like, I mean, I think Phil Spencer like sat down or was reading the Wendy's tweet or something. I don't know. He was actually talking to the Wendy's guy and just came back with a lot of fury and just bitch slapped the hell out of Crap Gamer. Plume, what's up, Plume? Good morning. How you doing, Big Plume? I was cooking. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. I am back, sir. I'm happy. I'm here on the PC talking to my chat, man. It's been a while. Already got almost 30 people here on the show. Like always, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Yes, sir. Go ahead and hit it. Yes. So, Google Poll, what's up? Good morning. Jacob, I got you, Jacob. Don't worry, Jacob. I read it. That was 2026, man. 10 years time passes. It was like 2018, man. That was a big slap. Yep. That tweet changed Crack Gamer's entire life. Good. I'll be honest with you, good. Because here's the thing, though, chat. Listen. We can bitch about things. Example, we can bitch about price hikes. We can bitch about a whole bunch of stuff. But one thing we cannot bitch about, and we can ask questions. The thing is, let's ask a question instead of bitching. For example, why are you guys switching your strategy? Why are you guys putting your games on PC? I don't understand. Why are you guys doing this? Could this affect the Xbox library? That's a question you can ask. Now, there's nothing wrong with asking questions because, like I always say, you can ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. Now, the bitch is one thing, and ask questions is another. Now, he was out there bitching, and that's what you get for just bitching. Stop bitching, man. I mean, dude, you're a grown ass man. Why should you worry what's the strategy on a company? Why should you be stressed out? Why? Because you want to kill PlayStation? Oh my God, no way. No way. That's the thing I seriously don't understand. Like stop worrying about how the company does the strategy because I'll be honest with you. Is it working? Yes. Because at the end of the day, I always keep on saying this, and it's the truth. Because listen, the thing is, you always gotta look beyond what you read on media. Because media, like for example, tells you one thing, and at the end is always another. The most important thing about these companies is bringing in the cash. And if it's bringing in the cash for them to continue on to making great games for us to play, that's all that matters. Because if they don't bring in the cash, though, that means Xbox is gone. He's one of those guys that wants Xbox just to be the way it was and, yeah, continue on to his death. Because right now, Xbox is alive because of all this moving around, changing the strategy. It's alive and doing well, and it's bringing in the cash. And that's what investors want. That's what the company wants because at the end of the day, without money, it can't do shit. That's how it works. It's the truth. Louis, you're going to talk about the Cold Violet review. Which is that one, though? Well, the broke boy Lewis with another $2 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I put the Twitter exchange between them in Discord. Oh, man, let me go see that. Let me go to general, though. Let's see what oh, here it is. Yep. Oh, man. So, this is what happened. The Crack Gamer, he puts out there, Phil, you don't stop. You didn't stop to ask the hardcore fans that stuck by Xbox if this is even what we wanted. It's not. And sad to say, I canceled my console break pre-order as I said I would. You weren't upfront. QB going to PC. You can So Phil Spencer responds to him. You canceled a pre-order for a game you want to play because someone else gets to play it, to play the game on Windows. On principle, Phil, it wasn't listed. It just get listed a month before its release. And I know Halo, Forza, Gears are next. And Phil says, I've said it over and over, we are focused on the best place to play games, not about creating walls. Damn, that was a bitch slap right there. Holy shit, February 11th, 2016. Jesus, thank you for that, Wilderbrook boy. Yes. Like I said, I remember something happened there. I remember that something happened, and that is so funny. No, I can't screen share it. I can't screen share it, Jacob. I can't screen share it. I can't screen share it, though. I can't screen share it, though. But that was a funny moment out there on Twitter for that. Yep, that was hilarious. And that was a big bitch slap to Crack Gamer. And like I said, though, if it was me, though, but I'll send it to you, Jacob. I'll send it to you. So that was a big moment right there. I mean, why? Because that's like what I said though. You cannot bitch about how the company does its strategy. What you can bitch about is price hikes, because of course there's no problem. You can be like, damn it, why are these price hikes? What the hell? Because of course, as a consumer, it's not good for us. That's the truth though. We can complain about price hikes, we can do this, we can do that. But a company sending its games elsewhere, why would you be mad? That strategy worked, and look how much cash is bringing in. Oh my God. Because again, it's like what I said, media shows you one thing and puts this idea in your head. Like, for example, for years, Chad, I keep on telling you, they were telling us exclusives were important. Exclusives were the number one thing. They are really important. And exclusives, were all this until we saw the ABK deal happen. I mean, I've never seen a company get on its knees the way it did, like PlayStation did, for Call of Duty to be to, let's say, exclusive to Xbox. I mean, those guys really put out a battle out there. They did not want Call of Duty to be exclusive. That's how bad it got. And if you see exclusives are just an add-on for them, but it's not the cash bringer. And then we saw on the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, we saw this. What was the most bought games on for 30 years? And let me tell you, it was more third-party games than exclusives. Wow. Wow. That's fucking amazing. How much we learned from that stuff. And media was feeding us exclusives are important. Exclusives is what sells the console. Exclusives what does this, it does that. The only way it does sell consoles is if they can bring up something like Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, something like that. Of course, that pushes. That pushes because you know why? Nintendo really knew how to pump out that content. They did. Nintendo, when it comes down to that, they are the kings of marketing. I mean, they have theme parks, they have all this stuff. Pokemon trading cards are a big still to this day. They're a big thing. I mean, is there a God of War trading card game out there? No. I mean, not that I know of. But yeah, Crack Gamer fucked around and found out. Yep. Because that's what I said, though. Why do you have to go and bitch about it, though? Hey, Sanchez Martinez, give me good morning. Jay Reezy with a beautiful and awesome $2 super. He says, good morning, Louis. 26 will be another Xbox banger. Yes, 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 yes. Chico Nova says, about is coming to PS5. And C Money quote tweeted it. And pure ass Xbox out here been doing God's work, feeding the hungry and abandoned. Don't worry, ponies, we got you. Ponies. Well, Jacob, let me tell you something. That's actually a good tweet, though. I gotta give him hands down for that. Was a good tweet, though, because the thing is, remember, Jacob, there's a lot out there on Twitter. There's a lot of hate, though. There's a lot of hate out there on Twitter, and those guys out there, you know what they do? They like to troll. I'm no joke, Jacob. They like to troll. Like Jacob, for example, if I put a tweet out there, and no joke, if I just put one tweet of Xbox, right? Being in stores, you cannot imagine how much hate I get. And if I sat down and responded to those tweets, it's like I'm falling into them. I'm falling into them because on Twitter out there though, wow, there's tons of people out there that are just full of hate. I don't get it. I don't get it. We missed you. Like Big Bunny misses GTA 6 100%. Exclusives work for Nintendo because they have the biggest IP in entertainment history with Pokemon and the fifth with Mario. Yes, sir. They work for Nintendo 100%. I'm an Xbox fan, but I don't hate or troll. I get you, Jacob. I get you. But listen, remember, some people they have the content that does for hate, right? And they have the content that does it for love, right? And you need to understand that though. At the end of the day, as he does his content, I fully respect what he does because you got when you do this, it's a lot of work though. Like for example, I got Far Q, my buddy, my brother out there, which is funny though because on Discord though, like it showed me like the year thing, and it's just that FarQ is like my sidekick out there. Remember FarQ? That was so funny when I sent him that. And FarQ helps me with the thumbnails, and then I gotta sit here, put the titles, sit down, get the what's it called, the content like the news, to put it in the source. I gotta add the description too, what I'm talking about. And then I have to go live, sit here, talk for 2 or 3 hours tops. It's a lot of work. If no one can see the problem, you're sadly the problem. Well, the thing is, though, Jacob, right? Like I said, I mean, hate. Uh, the sad thing is, I don't even know why hate sells. There should be more love for the console than hate, though. And that part, I truly agree with you. There's got to be more love than hate, though, out there. But the thing is, nowadays, hate sells more. I don't understand why. But yeah, just one day, Jacob, and I'm telling you this, Jacob, one day we're going to see everything pulling together and we're going to start being, nice people out there and things will be happy for all of us. I have my fingers crossed when that happens, though, because at the end of the day, it's like I always say, and I always tell the PlayStation fans that come in here hating, at the end of the day, we are all video game players. Doesn't matter what console you're from, doesn't matter if you're PlayStation, Nintendo, doesn't matter. We all play video games and that's it. We gotta stick around for each other. We gotta, for example, Jacob. One thing that happens though, and I complain a lot about it is that when PlayStation decided to put the $10 thing to upgrade the games, and I was like, why don't you guys go out there and fight this? They don't. They stay quiet. So look at Nintendo now. Nintendo's doing it, and I don't know if next generation Xbox will do it too. Who knows? I'm not saying they will, but who knows though? But let's see what happens though. Did you watch the NG Plus show yesterday, Louis? I don't know who goes on the panel. He might have been trolling, but announced about for PS, and he did. We won talk. He did the we won talking about PlayStation. No, I did not see it though. I did not check it out though, bro boy. I did not watch it because the thing is, while the show was going on, I was traveling, and I got home around 6, 7 p.m. here, and I had to eat dinner, unpack several things, and I still haven't unpacked. I still got 4 suitcases there that I got to unpack. I at least I unpacked the microphone, had to get the show ready for tomorrow to be here live with you guys. I can promise you. But if I didn't do a show today, I would have been unpacking right now and getting things done. Again, I have a jet lag of 4 hours, but of course, I went to bed super early. That's why I'm up and going. Ponies fought the $10 game price increase by saying they paid 100. Yep, that's true. You pay 100%. If GTA 6 gets delayed, I will be madder than Tim. So let's get going, Chad. We got lots of news to talk about. Jacob has my oh Lord, Jacob, you guys lots of news. So let's see. Hot off the heels and excellent. The Simpsons crossover Epic Games are doing it all over again. Prepare for absolute chaos. South Park is coming to Fortnite. All right. Let's see what else. Minecraft has given details on cutest drop yet. New baby moms. I will talk about that later on. Fallout TV show crossover event hits Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Season 1 Reloaded, and there's a lot to unpack details. Fallout's coming to Call of Duty. That is awesome. And here is something cool. Wolfenstein 3 may be finally coming as part of its release to coincide with Amazon's TV show Per Jess Coding on Windows Central. We might get Wolfenstein 3. Please, Lord, I hope so because I really do miss a great Wolfenstein game. So that's all the news I'm going to cover for today on Jacob's side. So let's keep going. Let's talk about the Xbox news that's coming up and pumping. Louis, do you import any hash browns? No, we don't. And why do you got to stop? Damn it. Holy shit, wow. I can't believe I was in California and did not eat hash browns. I forgot about the hash browns. Wow. This is a big year south of midnight. PS5, Switch, Fallout 4, Anniversary Edition, Switch 2, and Indiana Jones Switch 2 about. Yes, sir. Big year for Xbox, baby. Big year for Xbox. And wow, I did not eat hash browns. Holy shit, I knew I forgot something I had it on the list to do, and that was to eat hash browns. Oh, I'm sad though. What you gotta bring up back? Now I'm gonna start crying here live, man. I was supposed to go to IHOP, man. Oh Lord, oh man. But hey, I so someone asked me how was my trip, and who was it? Someone asked me how was my trip to LA. So real quick, I'll talk to you a little bit about it. So my trip to LA before we keep on going with the news. I mean, it's to LA to California to San Francisco though was really fun, guys. I mean, I landed and to be honest though, we got there around 12 midnight because shit, we were traveling all day on the 24th. We landed 12 midnight San Francisco time, got there and went straight to bed. We were so tired. On the 25th, of course, we opened up gifts, had a blast with friends, enjoyed everything. It was such a beautiful trip. I would be honest with you. I went to Napa, went to Alcatraz, which I got my prison cup. Here's my prison cup. I know XPI are gonna make fun of it. It says USP Alcatraz. I have pictures in the jail cell, which was pretty cool. I will share pretty much all my pictures on Discord with you guys of things I went to do. It was a really fun trip. It was really amazing. I went to Alcatraz. I went to the U.S. Hornet, which was haunted. Pretty good stuff. I actually got a little bit of what's it called, a cold breeze in there. Even though it was cold though, but it was a little bit of cold breeze and sounds and everything. But it was fun though. Wow, I really had fun visiting U.S. Hornet. I did not go to the Winchester Mansion. I wanted to go, but it just got too complicated because there was a lot of rainy days over there. Rain with cold is not a good thing. And so, what else did I do? I went to Napa Valley, went to Behringer Wine House, which is also haunted, and had a cup of wine. But yeah, seriously, I just had a blast. It was such a good trip. Being with family and friends, beautiful. I love it. I really did love it. And I can't wait to come back. And next time I go, it's going to be in the summertime, so that way I can go to Lake Tahoe because we were supposed to go to Lake Tahoe, but a storm hit in. And so by the weekend, we were supposed to go to Lake Tahoe. If we really did go there, I would have been here today because we wouldn't know when we should have come back because the roads were stuck. We saw trucks crashing into each other, videos and stuff like that. And thank God we did not go to Lake Tahoe though. But yeah, to be honest, though, it was a good trip. I really had fun. It was beautiful, beautiful. Alcatraz. I went to a lot of restaurants, ate a lot of good food, man. Oof. That's the thing, though. Food, always food. But I did not have my hash browns, though. Damn, I didn't. So let's keep going. Louis Machine Guns talked about that Wolfenstein was a trilogy. Youngblood was a spinoff in the late summer. Yeah, I remember that. And Machine Games tweeted the W logo in the picture in form of a three in the picture. Yep, let's go. The Fallout show have made multiple games greenlit. With then Wolfenstein show definitely with greenlit in the new trilogy. You think it's gonna be a new trilogy? I don't think they need to continue on because I'll be honest with you, that that Wolfenstein game has had a good story though. One and two was great though. We just need part three. What food did I eat over there? Oh God, I had some Chinese food, some Korean food, some mostly Chinese and Korean to be honest. So I had some ramen soup, which is wow. The ramen was delicious though. Jay Reezy with another beautiful and awesome $2 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He says, I stay close to Lake Tahoe. Come visit next time. Yes, sir, Jay Reezy. Jay Reezy, you should have told me, though. We would have found out a way to visit each other because I was in San Francisco. I wasn't that far away, though. I don't know how far is it. It's like 4 hours away because, man, I know that California is big, just not know how big it was. Yeah. But like I said, I went to Napa Valley. I went to several places. I went to PlayStation. I have a picture of place me taking pictures of outside of PlayStation. I should have gone out and just taken a picture like, I'm here. But we were in the car though, and it was rainy though. It was one of those rainy days. Hey, Kodak Crazy Louie, what's up, Kodak? How you doing, man? What's up? Good morning to you, sir. I'm here. I'm back, baby. I'm back. So Sappho says, is it me or this place has been a bit too quiet? Yes, they've been a bit too quiet. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They've been a bit too quiet. Louis III could end with after victory after World War II, the no ending plan. But remember, the thing is about Wolfenstein is that World War II happened, and they didn't. Yeah, I think they won the war though, isn't it? I gotta replay that game, man. It's been a while. I think they won the war, and it's like the continuation, like right after the war, wasn't it? Something like that. I gotta replay that game. It's been a while. PlayStation has been a bit quiet all gen. Uh oh. Don't say that too loud. We don't want them dropping in here being all mad. But all right there, Reezy. we have another. We're gonna go over there sometime, not soon, down the road. We're gonna plan that trip. Let's see, because I really want to go back to San Francisco. I really had fun. I really did. Long flights though, but it was fun. The funny thing is, PlayStation Studios wasn't even on the game show plus showcase. World War II games are getting played out. Really? Hi, Lou and Chad. Been a long time. I've been away, good or bad. I'm back now. What's up, brothers? How you been, brother? How you been? You can smell ponies before you see them. And man, chat's wrapping up. Shout out to the 36 people here live on the show. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Guys, I'm on 1,153 now. Let's see if we can get to 1,900, close to the 2K. Let's get crazy Lou to 2K, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Woohoo. Mm. Yes, that's it. Yeah, BJ. Yeah, why is his name BJ though? Pause. Wow, why do you have to say the name? Let's just call him B. Yeah, woke up 14 years ago after the Nazis created. Yeah, and won. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, thank you for that. See, because thing is, I played that game so long ago. I should replay it though. Wolfenstein's such a fun game to play. Hey, here's the thing though, Ube. The thing about Wolfenstein is that it's a different story though. It's like if the Nazis would have won the war though. So Wolfenstein is basically around that, and which has got a pretty cool plot to it. It's got a pretty awesome plot to it. So it's different from. I know what you mean by the World War II games. I know what you mean though, but this is different though. It changes the whole World War II area scenario. Don't get too close. They're contagious. You know what's so funny? I had a PlayStation Cup. Every time I was gonna do the show, because here's the thing though. So the place I was staying at, right? The wife's niece is married to a guy that he used to work on PlayStation. So he had a PlayStation company. Told me, "Here, Lou, have the PlayStation Cup go live with it." I was like, "This is gonna get my chat ramped up," and they were just laughing though. You guys were laughing with that though. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun though. It was pretty fun. Like I said, pretty fun trip. I really had a lot of fun there. No joke, no joke. So let's keep going, chat. We have here some big news happening over here on Xbox, which is pretty awesome, and we're gonna read about it. Like I said, uh, that when we started up this year, there was a couple bad news on Xbox, saying, "Oh, they had the worst year ever. Oh, they did this, they did that." And also, I wanted to cover something that happened out there real quick with Alinea Analytics. Like I said, is something that before on this show that we cannot trust Alinea Analytics. But hey, we're gonna read about it, what they have said. We will talk a little about that, and of course, let's talk about this because hey, 2026 is going to be a great year for Xbox. All right, let's read this chat. Let's read this, my chat. So let me get this on screen. Man, we already went 30, 48 minutes with some great news actually from Xbox. Okay. Oh, we have it? Okay, we have it live. Okay, here we go. So, Xbox in 2026 is about to expect Team Green this year and beyond. It's an interesting position, pivotal year for Xbox in 2026. After a somewhat unprecedented year of negative headlines, because that's what you guys do, just go out there and talk negative about Xbox instead of talking good. Of course, there's going to be a lot of negative news about Xbox, but all right. Xbox has an opportunity to turn it around this year. An opportunity to turn it around this year. Didn't they turn it around a long time ago? Because this was funny though. Everyone here in this chat knows that Xbox has been cooking this generation when it comes down to the word exclusive. Because remember, exclusives are so important, when it comes down to that. I mean, Xbox has been delivering great games this generation. I don't know why you guys say they need to turn it around, but okay. The only bad year pretty much that Xbox had this generation was 22. The only bad year, but Game Pass was full of games though. But okay, let's keep going. All right, so a ton of games on the horizon 2026, but what else could we expect? Let's see now. It's the 25th anniversary season, starting on a bit of a sour note for many, and really it shouldn't be. Xbox had a fantastic 2025 on paper. Wow, really? Now you're saying it? Xbox first party shipped more games than ever. Xbox Game Pass arguably had its best sprint of high quality games ever too, with Expedition 33, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Doom the Dark Ages, Oblivion Remake, and many more hitting the service. We also saw a huge Xbox partnership with Asus for the Xbox Ally Gaming handheld, which puts Xbox Play Anywhere at the forefront. At the forefront, Microsoft also announced a big partnership with AMD for next generation consoles, Alice. And here we go. Now he's got to bring up the bad news because, of course, let's see who it is. Yes, sir. It had to be him. But all right, let's keep going. So that's not what Xbox 25 will be remembered for, sadly. Microsoft has been working overtime to sync its image, injecting AI slop into every product, laying off thousands while bragging about how much the code is written by AI and hiking prices of products to uncomfortable levels. Xbox Game Pass picked up a 50% price hike on the highest tier, and Xbox X and S hardware has become prohibitively expensive, leading to free fall sale declines. And of course, you have to bring that up. Yeah. The drama led to the barrage of headlines questioning whether or not Xbox will even still exist to see its big 25th anniversary slated for November 15, 2026. It seems like that's what you guys wanted, though, but hey, it didn't happen, though. So let's keep going. I suspect Xbox will want to put the negativity of the past year firmly behind itself, but it finds itself in a confluence of challenges both internal and external. The storm will pass for the vast majority of Xbox gamers unnoticed, most likely, but the wider audience, Xbox remains firmly under a microscope. Huh? Okay. The Four Horsemen Return Anniversary A-Bound. One thing we know for certain is what to expect from Microsoft first party in 2026. At least generally speaking, Microsoft has a lot in the chamber it can fire off potentially in coming months, but the headlines are set. Fable, Gears of War E-Day, Halo campaign evolved, and Forza Horizon 6. Microsoft often jokingly refers to the lineup as the Four Horsemen, in turn representing that they're arguably the four most iconic Xbox franchises. Microsoft will show off at least some of these at the January Xbox Developers Direct show, which has become an analyzed tone setting event for Xbox yearly lineup. While I'm not sure exactly what will be shown there this year yet, it seems the four pillar franchises seem highly likely. Although I have heard one of the Microsoft more intrepid teams may be ready to show off what it has been baking. Hey, Jazz said bias. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? What's cooking? Some have been wondering if a mysterious countdown on the Fallout TV show's Amazon Prime website is hinting at the shadow drop for a new Fallout game or remaster. I'm told this is not the case. However, we're eventually getting a Fallout 3 remake in the vein of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster, as well as Fallout New Vegas on top. I'm total Obsidian grounded. The Outer Worlds and Fallout New Vegas fame has four new projects, some big, some small. Fallout co-creator Tim Kaine also joined the studio a short while ago. I'm not sure if any of these projects are Fallout related, but either way, it shows Xbox is taking a foot off the pedal when it comes to content. We know, which we're happy. This is why we're happy with what Xbox is cooking. That's the thing you guys need to focus on is what Xbox is cooking. Put the negative news to a side and talk about the good news. Of course, that's what you all got to do. I keep on saying it year over year, day over day. I keep seeing all the time, every time I go on the show, let's talk positive about Xbox. But no, 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 no. We got to get the negatives in to make the negative people happy. Yes. But the thing is, they are never happy because they just live up for negative news. That's the thing, though. It's like they cannot live without negative news. Let's look for something negative and talk negative. I mean, bro, look for positive stuff. Come on. On the topic of Fallout, we're, of course, also eventually getting Fallout 5, which I understand to be greenlit. But this is Todd Howard noted in the previous interview that Fallout is receiving a ton of investment right now. It could be a while before we see the fruits of the labor, but perhaps we could see them as teased at an upcoming show, like I said earlier. After all, 2026 marks several major anniversaries for Xbox and some of its subsidiaries. Xbox having the 25th anniversary, Blizzard is having its 35th, and Bethesda is having its 40th. Microsoft, that's three anniversary. Microsoft and its teams are planning a variety of events and announcements to celebrate these milestones. At BlizzCon 2026, I truly expect to see new expansions revealed for Diablo 4 alongside World of Warcraft. I really do hope they drop WoW into Game Pass and have it for console. The Last Titan. We should also get major updates for Overwatch and Hearthstone and potentially other new mobile game reveals. There has been long held rumors on Overwatch mobile game on the horizon. For example, I've heard another Warcraft mobile game project is in gestation. The headline for BlizzCon 2026 is most likely going to be StarCraft. That's something I saw though. I saw that there's something working on in StarCraft, which I'm super duper excited about. StarCraft is an awesome game. It was previously reported that StarCraft is getting the third person shooter treatment. Thank you. And I confirmed these rumors true via my own sources a while back. For Bethesda's 40th, what could we catch a glimpse of at its software's next title? It has been rumored for a long time that it could return to Quake or Hexen now that all rights fully exist within the Microsoft umbrella. Machine Games is also thought to be working on a Rainbow Six Siege multiplayer title, although I've heard that Wolfenstein 3 is also in the cards to coincide with the upcoming Wolfenstein Amazon TV show. Perhaps some of these games will break cover at Bethesda's QuakeCon events, but big reveals are often reserved for the Xbox Showcase. As usual, Xbox will hold an event in June to coincide with Summer Game Fest and post E3 Summer Marketing Blitz. It's here where we should see glimpse at 2027 titles, which could include games like NXL's Clockwork Revolutions, Undead Lab's State of Decay, Arcane's Blade, and perhaps other hitherto unknown titles. I've heard Ninja 3's next game will be more combat involved and interactive than Hellblade 1 and 2, while remaining the cinematic excellence that the studio has come to be known for. We'll also catch a glimpse of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, undoubtedly here, with Activision's eager to reconnect with fans after Black Ops 7 controversial delivery. Call of Duty will also drop onto Nintendo Switch 2 this year as well. Hopefully, Microsoft promises to regulators, which is good, It's going to get more money in. There are strong rumors that Age of Empires will return with a new title in the future 2, powered by Unreal Engine, and we could see more of Hideo Kojima's mysterious OD horror project this year. There's also plenty of unknowns. Xbox Publishing still has plenty of secret projects. Xbox large stable of service games will doubtless get major updates this year, including Minecraft Grounded 2, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, and the King's Mobile franchise. Could we see Toys for Bob's rumor spiral this year? What is the mysterious and oft overlooked Elsewhere Entertainment Xbox team working on? Perhaps we'll find out in 2026. Chat, listen. 2026, 25th anniversary of Xbox seems like it's going to be a big year for them. Could it be Xbox specs year? It could be. Could it be a fantastic year? 100%. Right? It could be. I mean, chat, listen. Right? These years for Xbox have been great years. Since 2020 till now, it has been great years. I gotta say though, because they have been delivering when it comes down to content, they've been delivering, they've been kicking ass with that. They've been doing such fantastic stuff. Although we got the price tags, although we got all that stuff happening, of course, shit. It sucks that that happened though. But at the end of the day, we're seeing how things are. I mean, are we gonna blame Xbox for the RAMs going up in price? No. Are we gonna blame this Xbox because this is happening? No. But now we see things that are happening, and that's all because of the pandemic situation that happened. And we're still here saying, oh, whose fault it is. I mean, shit. This was bound to happen, though. This was bound to happen. Things are expensive. Like I said, when I was over there in California, right? I told you guys I went to Micro Center, and when I went to the RAM section, right? Seriously, I had like this tingling on my arms. I was like, wow, this is expensive. $2,000 for 128 RAM? Holy shit, that's a lot of money though. Wow. It's insane. Jacob says, please no CGITs. There could be some CGITs though, Jacob. I mean, there's so much happening. There could be some CGITs though. Spatial Microsoft made no such promise to regulators and has no obligation to regulators. Yet FTC make no deal with Microsoft and CMA. They wanted to with the cloud rights. Bad reporting again. Every year I keep getting told that maybe this year Xbox will have a big year, but every year I've been playing more and more games. Yep, 100% Space Shot. 100%. That's the thing though. They say that every single year. I don't get it. Because the only thing these PlayStation fanboys have, to go ahead and troll and have fun with is console sales. Which, listen, it's not doing good for PlayStation either. Because let me tell you something. I went to Best Buy and I have a picture which I will later on post out on there on Twitter to see how much hate am I going to get from it. I think this. I think courts actually bought Nintendo into court to look over at the contract. But I'll be honest with you, Bay. If they can get Call of Duty onto Switch, that would be big for them. Because at the end of the day, though, it's going to rank them up more sales. Louis, opinion: Could Xbox should Xbox create a yearly winter showcase for all? I'll be honest with you. I like how they start. I like how they start the year and then they end the year. They've been doing really good stuff because I mean, look, around November, I think it is November. Is it November or October? They have the partner showcase, which is an amazing thing. And in the partner showcase, they show you what their partners and them are working on, and they show you what games are coming to Game Pass or what games coming to Xbox that are not in Game Pass, which is a good thing. I like how they end the year like that. And I like how they start the year. I like how they start the year with what's going to be delivered in let's say 26. Like right now, we got the January showcase, which is coming up in was it the 22nd? Yeah, the 22nd of January. So it comes out the 22nd of January, and man, oh man, I'm just happy, super duper happy that they show you what they're gonna deliver during the year. And the good thing is that later on, while the year goes by, they keep shadow dropping stuff. They keep shadow dropping, like for example, how they shadow drop other scrolls and all that stuff. I mean, Xbox has been just cooking when it comes down to content. But yeah, I like the way they have everything scheduled though. It's nice, not to push too much on what they have. It's always good to like to surprise us when those showcases come up and around. It's always beautiful. Um, it's important to note the FTC lost the primary injunction and the appeal and lost. So legally, there's no promise to the FTC. There's a lack of legal understanding among game journalists. The thing is, Space Shot, when that situation happened, we all kind of had to learn from it, but we still don't know 100% how those things work, though, because man, it's all law and stuff like that. It was a tough time for us guys, who work on podcasts, trying to learn this. Especially me, I'm from Dominican Republic. Like me reading this and trying to understand it, it was tough though. Louis, remember Louis, remember Xbox are getting bigger every year. 1.5 hour, 1.5 hours winter showcase could help them in the future. If the thing is though, Jacob, like as of right now, I like things how they are. But if they can, do something in the winter, yeah, I mean they can have something nice. They can. But at the end of the day, though, I like how they do their showcase. January, there's a big showcase. Then we have around the June showcase, and after that, we have the partner. We have the Tokyo. We have Gamescom. There's just showcases after showcases, and they really deliver up on all that stuff. And shout out to the 50 people here watching the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Wow. Dead Direct was not a normal thing. Yeah, I'm just happy they started with that though. I understand, Louis, but Louis, how you read this, you're fair open minded about the law. I'm talking about the game journals who don't bother running into. Yeah, they should do that though. They should do that. Yeah, 100% Space Shot. They should do that. So let's keep reading. A plethora of PC platform updates. So let's read this real quick and then continue on. Is that it though? Because I don't want to read too. Whoa, this is a lot of stuff happening. This is a big article though. The Dead Air, yeah, it's now a normal thing. Yeah, it's now normal. Yeah, because remember they never had that. And when did they start it though? They started 2 years ago, was it 2 or 3 years ago with that? And that was pretty good when they started that. So where was I? So a plethora for PC platform updates. I read about an article detailing what the Xbox Ally update roadmap looks like in 2026, but we should see some of this new features sooner rather than later. If you're not an Xbox Ally owner, you should probably keep an eye on how development there is going. The Xbox Ally experience is essentially the next gen Xbox experience too. Good, I'm happy. I reported last year that the next Xbox will run full board Windows, and that is still the plan. In partnership with AMD, the next Xbox will utilize the Windows 11 full screen experience with the Xbox PC app to deliver its constant interference. Xbox is working on major updates to the Xbox PC app accommodate this, bringing it more closely in line with Xbox console players will expect when engaging the device on their TV rather than at their desk. Louis, Xbox has over 40 studios, 20 more will definitely be acquired. That's 60. One or two new Xbox shows could be massive in the future. Yeah, that is if they acquire a couple more, though. Let's acquire a couple more. But I like how they every year start off the year now with the showcase telling us what is coming along the way and what's coming out this year. It's so beautiful when they do that. So beautiful, and you're ready, you're pumped. You're like, oh man, this is coming out. Yes. And then around the other showcase, we also get like these neat games that we were playing. Like for example, Keeper. We did not know Keeper was coming out, and man, they sure delivered with that one too. When it diverges with a traditional PC and its ability to actually run games compatible with Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, Microsoft announced that it's partnering with AMD to enable Xbox games on the PC-like device. Existing Xbox console user libraries will come forward with them to the new Xbox as Microsoft continues to commit in backward compatibility in a big way. Didn't he write an article talking about that this could be a problem? And now he's saying that they're actually delivering to this. I remember when I read that article. I think it was from Windows Central. I remember who wrote that article, but I think it was a Windows Central article. Someone was saying that that you cannot play the other Xbox titles because they're on the Xbox. I don't know if they're going to deliver to over here PC, and that's a problem. Blah blah legal issues. I'm like, bro, they're working on it. I expect we'll hear more at GDC 2026, but about how Xbox plans to modernize its publishing practices to accommodate this more open strategy. Developers shipping on Xbox PC already enjoy a more generous cut of the revenue than they do on console. But Microsoft still has huge issue getting developers to organically support Xbox PC. Moving to the platform to console will help here. But there will at least be a few years where Xbox Series X and S remains the primary development platform for most, I suspect. Microsoft has already signaled that its plans to make the Xbox publishing more and Steam-like, lifting the NDA on some of its publishing rules last year. Microsoft still has a long way to go to improve discoverability for quality Xbox games on its PC store, though. The more open nature of the Microsoft Store results in mountains of shovelware hitting the platform, and discovering quality title remains oddly difficult. Let me lower the. It's getting cold here. Oof. All right, so let's keep going. Improved community tools such as reviews, comments creation, and interactivity would help improve discoverability algorithms. So hopefully, we see some of those kinds of features materialize this year. Now that I can agree there with them, the Windows Store needs to be better. 100%. I'm with you there. It needs to be better. That's something I agree, and I hope they just keep on delivering, making it better. I told we should see some new Xbox hardware this year. Oh, really? I suspect we'll finally see the Xbox Elite Controller 3. Why? Why do you guys have to announce this now? Because, when I was at the trip, though, I had to get a new controller and I was out there hunting for it. And guess what, guys? I got suckered and bought a new Elite controller again. But hey, I bought it for $75, so that was a good price, though. Until Microsoft next generation Xbox controllers will all support direct to Wi-Fi connectivity, eliminating Bluetooth latency from cloud gaming scenarios. There's always a good chance we'll see more Xbox branded OEM hardware taking advantage of the Xbox full screen experience on Windows, similar to the Xbox Ally. I've been working through some credible rumors that we could see an OEM Xbox PC in 2026, but time will tell whether or not one pans out. Time to look forward to with caution. Well, why with caution though? We don't need caution. We're set. I mean, this 2026 is going to be fire for us. We already know that. We don't have to look for it with caution, though. The Xbox community has more reasons to doubt the platform future than ever. Chat, I got a question for you guys, chat, and be honest with me. Have you guys ever doubted the future of Xbox, though? Chat, tell me, have you guys doubted it? I want to hear your thoughts of it. Have you guys doubted it, though? Because I don't doubt nothing. Let me see. I don't agree with Jess that we are having trouble to devs. I'm seeing with new titles are Xbox Play Anywhere, and more older games support as well. Yeah, that's true though. But yeah, but at least the store though, it still needs work though. It still needs a little bit more work though. Louis, for me, after October each year, Xbox kind of drop. Oh yeah, because the thing is, remember, people are getting ready for the Jeff Keighley showcase. That's why. This gotta go. But yeah, but what do you mean? Like that's the thing though. See, now comes the negative news, of course. On paper, everything is looking up for the Xbox identity, but challenges remain. Xbox Series S and S hardware sales are in free fall decline. Everyone's in free fall decline. Ugh. Although existing users are sticky and remain heavily engaged, despite PlayStation's vastly bigger install base, some games such as Helldivers 2 and Arc Raiders over-index on Xbox systems, delivering this proportionate engagement for publishers. There's still a ton of money to be made on the Xbox ecosystem, which is why we haven't seen publishers pull out of the platform despite the decreased amount of new users coming in. Huh? What? Where Xbox has seen successes on Xbox PC. I'm told Microsoft may be been reporting its Xbox PC stats as part of Microsoft's quarterlies, reflecting its growth. The addition of benefits in games like Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant has helped Xbox PC win itself and alternative audience to that of Steam. Although organic support still seems to be a challenge for Xbox for titles shipping outside of the Xbox Game Pass. People will continue to view Microsoft under Microsoft and for a good reason. You're the guys who really look Microsoft under Microsoft. I don't understand why do you guys always focus on such the negative things instead of the positives? I keep talking. I have talked so much on the positive of Xbox. It's insane. You guys always keep on looking on the negatives. I don't get it. Regardless of how actually well it actually performs for the end user, Microslop has been trending as a result, which you've been a part of the trend too, because you've been talking about that Microsoft. I saw you talking about it. I saw you. I really did. But okay. There have been rumors of mass Microsoft layoffs in January 26, although I'm told that are false, and at least with regards to Xbox, the DRAM price glut is something Microsoft and other companies will not be able to escape, though. Oh, you see, that's how you got to report, though. Practically anything powered by a computer is likely to see price increases this year as OpenAI and other companies buy up all the components, chasing the increasingly insane compute demands. Will that further impact price for consoles, PC, and even game prices? Xbox won't be the only one impacted by the macroeconomic instability, but Xbox reputation has already been on shaky ground. I got you, Jacob. Let me just read this because, like I said, we got a lot of news to cover today. There has been a ton of negativity and angst about Microsoft direction and corporate level commitment to gaming. Wait, there has been ton of negativity and angst about Microsoft's direction and corporate level commitment to gaming, and for good reason. But I'm hopeful that Xbox can fully turn around this year and begin to show that its ecosystem are truly here to stay. Hmm. Is that it? Okay, we're done. Finally done with this article. Whew. But here's the thing, though. I mean, I sit here every morning and I talk about what's the beauty behind the Xbox, right? What is the beauty behind it? What has Xbox been delivering? And the thing is that as a gamer, and I always tell you guys this, and it's true. The only thing that when I see this news or get people like to start around or get them worried is that I tell everyone here all the time. The thing I worry about all the time is what game am I going to play next? That's what I worry about. Like, man, with all these games out here, what am I going to play next? What am I going to grab? What am I going to sit there and play, enjoy, have fun? That's what I worry about. I don't worry about nothing else. I mean, let the company figure out what they got to figure out, right? When price hikes comes, of course, we get mad, we talk about it, and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, it affects us because we're consumers. We don't like price hikes. We don't like it. Remember what I told you guys last year? I told you guys I don't know what's gonna head for us this year because RAM prices are going up and everything, and I still don't know what's gonna happen because I don't know how the companies are going to treat this because they went out there to buy all these RAM and all these chips, right? But I don't know what's going to happen though. But at the end of the day, though, right? Microsoft, when it comes down to content, when it comes down to games and everything, they have been delivering. And man, my Xbox has been pumped with games. Every time I log in, I see that those beautiful games just coming up, bop, 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 and I'm happy. That's what I worry about, and that's what I enjoy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's see what chat's saying, though. Chat's been woof. So let's see now. Jess is still worried about console sales. Yeah, I don't understand why they worry about it. I mean, look, console sales have been in a decline for a while, and they're still going to be in decline. Maybe because you see, like I said, media lies to you a lot. They go out there and they cheer for this stuff. They say, "Hey, look, PlayStation has sold all this stuff. Wow, unbelievable!" But then we see the news report that they've been on a decline. But okay, you guys now have 90 million consoles, but still on a decline though. Shit. So let's see now. Now nope, X marks the spot all day for me, 100%. It still be in beta for other devices, but the completed edition of the Xbox Royale. What are you talking about, Pixel? Let me see what you mentioned there. Brother James tells you exactly right. There's a lot of guessing going on. Yep, I don't agree. They keep saying it needs to be better, but exactly what are they wanting? Another Steam storefront? It's Windows, not Steam. I've never had a problem with the storefront. What I mean is, it needs to get better software. For example, for me, when I installed Doom Dark Ages, right, I already had it installed. I had it installed on the computer. So that day when I was launching it, though, it needed to be unpacked. I was like, why does it need to be unpacked though? And I had to wait 30 minutes for it to be unpacked. While on Xbox, it was already installed. I had to press the button and just launch and just go. That's something they need to fix on the Windows Store. And but yeah, the Xbox Windows Store, hasn't been really that popular, and that's something you should have written in the article. How can we make the Windows Store popular? What can we do? At least if he would have written like what would be good to to have in the Windows Store or the Xbox Store or the Windows Store, whatever, then that would be interesting to read and say, okay, I agree with you. They need this, they need that. But yeah. But for me though, it still needs to be better. But every time I log in, it gets better and better. You know what I mean? But yeah, been a lot of OG Xbox going to ride this train until the end. That UI on the ROG Ally is far from complete. It's much like using Windows. It works, and a PC user like me can deal with it. But it needs more work, and that's why they are doing it. Doing it now. Yep, they need it. Because here's the thing, though, chat, and I said it before, and I'll say this again. PC has grown so massive, it's incredible. Like when I go into Google and do the search, like how many PC gamers out there? There are almost 2 billion PC gamers out there. 2 billion. So for Xbox, and this is what's funny because here comes the crack gamer slap right there. The thing is, if you do your search, if you sit down and do your search to know what's going on out there instead of just focusing on the negative side of things, let's look at why, or let's see, why did Xbox decide to put its games on there? Or why did Xbox decide to put the games on PlayStation? Or why did Xbox decide to put their games over here, right? If you do the search and sit down, do the search and understand something, because I always say this on this show and I've said it again and again and again, we as gamers don't play everything. For example, the main thing I play more is shooters, right? Shooters, and if I find a good hack and slash game, I will play because I love them. But for me, my main thing is shooters. Now, am I into RPGs as much? Not as much until Expedition 33, which was a really fun RPG. I really enjoyed Expedition 33, which I still haven't finished it. With this year, I'm going to finish it to give my review on it. Sorry, chat, but I will finish it this year. But yes, it's been a blast playing Expedition 33 because it's got an action to it and it's been a really fun game to play. But like I said, not all of us play the same games. There's a lot of people that love Final Fantasy on PC. There's a lot of people that love Final Fantasy on PlayStation. There's a lot of people who love Final Fantasy on Xbox and Nintendo too. But it's not like all the people are going to go and play Final Fantasy. No, that's just not going to happen. So yeah, the thing is, I always say, why do they put the games out there? Because there's a lot of people who used to be an Xbox console player, used to be a PlayStation console player, used to be a Nintendo console player, but they have moved up to PC. So now, what are we going to do to attract them? We got to send the software out there because that's where the money is at. That's something that people don't understand. They think it's still on consoles when consoles are not bringing in that much cash. Shit. You made me too. Play Halo in 2001 launch. It's been a fun ride. Yeah, Jess also doesn't understand how important the AI battle is. It's like losing browser on, or phone as far as Microsoft is concerned. Of course, it's important. Yeah, this AI battle is huge, though. It's huge. It's a big thing, though. But what I find weird is that these companies weren't prepared for that, though. But all right, Xbox needs to unleash armor. Just read. They talk constant trash about Microsoft, and it's funny is clicking all the cylinders. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I don't understand why did they consistently talk about trash about Microsoft. Because here's what's funny, though. 30 below. When 2014 happened, it was all about 1080p. I mentioned this before, right? 1080p and 900p. Remember that? It was, yeah, PlayStation has 1080p, Xbox has 900p. Oh, PlayStation can get by Microsoft with this. When the Xbox One X came out, that argument got destroyed. No more. But they had to look for that negative argument. What was the word? Exclusive. So they weaponized the word exclusive. And for years, they were saying, where are the exclusives at? Which we've all fallen to it. I'm one of the guys that fallen into it about the exclusive argument, right? Say, man, no exclusive. This sucks. They need to bring exclusivity. Exclusivity is important, all this stuff. Then we see the famous ABK deal happen. And that's when we learned that the word exclusive was weaponized for just to bring heat to Microsoft. That was it. It was weaponized for that. That's it. Because after that chat, we found out in the 30th PlayStation anniversary, right there, that the games that really sold well on PlayStation was more third-party games than exclusive. The only exclusive game that brought in money for PlayStation was Spider-Man. I was like, no way, no, this cannot be true. But yes, the rest was Call of Duty and GTA. Those were the big games for PlayStation. Not all this stuff. These were the games. Yeah, it's bigger than browser store or stores. Whoever wins the arms race could control a large amount of the system's work. Yep. Sony has nothing, says Brother Gamer. 100% when it comes to it. Yeah. Sony pretty much has nothing because right now they're releasing at least one or two games a year. Because that's the funny thing when it came to the word exclusives or first party content, because the term was the first party content, right? Because Xbox doesn't have any first party titles, Xbox doesn't have any games. Now Xbox has games, but I got a question for them though. Where are you guys at? Why didn't you move to Xbox? Because it has first party. Why didn't you guys move over there? Because when it comes down to first party content, Xbox has been delivering, but you guys have not moved there. You know what y'all did? I'll tell you what they've done. You either got a PC or you got a little handheld and decided to subscribe to Game Pass. Of course, y'all did that. The last few years of absolutely awesome for me on the Xbox. 100%, Jacob, they've been awesome for me too. They've been awesome for me too. For all of us, they have. Jimmy Brown on consoles turning into a Walkman. There. Oh my God, that is the beauty. Oh wow, that comment right there is beautiful. Let me read that out loud. Man, that reading that is amazing though, because I've always said, I mean, when you look to DVDs, when you look to all this stuff, that's what happens. I mean, now we watch movies on stream. That's what we're doing, and these companies are heading to cloud for a reason. On consoles turning into a Walkman, it's sold a lot, but music has moved on to other formats and means. If you think consoles are end all for gaming, you're 35 years old and unaware of what's happening. That is 100% true, Dermot Brown, for 583. 100% true, and I agree with you there. I agree with you there 100%. That's right. 100%. Yep. Consoles are becoming more like dedicated CD players. Younger people don't care about their consoles. 100%. For years on Xbox, PS fanboys said Xbox has not exclusives. Their games go to PC. PS can go to PC. PS guys, we have console exclusives. Yep. That's what they do. The old heads forever physical will age out and be replaced by people who grew up everything being streamed. Yep. My wife's high-end school students are starting to talk about how they just play on their TVs. She's hearing more of them aren't really on consoles at all. Yep, that is true. 100% too. That is true. Power Boss, what's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? Nintendo will stay as long as that as it plays to Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. Those IPs are strong. They can survive a streaming push. Yep, that is true. Idea we brought Jess Blink Colt. Jess gets mad at Colt. And Matt believes Jess and their friend groups gets destroyed. Jacob, come on, man. Is this Xbox? What do you mean wasn't 111? What do you mean by that? Of course, most of the PS5s, but fade away is playing on what device you have now. Because that's the thing, though. And listen, and let me tell you something. What I see, though, I see a trend going out there with handhelds. I have a lot of friends who are on PlayStation that have handhelds now. They do. They do. I have a lot of friends that they do. Now I'm not saying that's the main source right now, but they are buying the handhelds though. People are buying more and more handhelds, no joke. They're playing more on their handhelds. Because to be honest though, I always said this. One thing that's happening is these indie developers and these double A developers and all that stuff are making awesome games. They are, no joke. I mean, I'm basically this year I'm excited for all these double A games and indie games more than anything. I think the main problem is that producing your own hardware can't survive a streaming push. The Switch should be able nothing like the Switch. I expect to see Nintendo exclusives on Apple. Maybe so, because here's the thing though, Nintendo. Because Space Shot, remember one thing though, you guys need to understand when it comes to business, right? If Nintendo keeps on making money the way they're doing things, they're gonna keep on going. Now, PlayStation though, we have seen PlayStation turn a lot of its things though, because remember, PlayStation was all about exclusives until right until this generation hits. When this generation hit, we started to see them pushed against the PC. Now they're like, yeah, but we still have exclusives. But when it comes down to exclusive, when the word exclusive is that it's only for your own platform, right? And nowadays they just are putting time exclusives for a while and then shipping them to PC. And that's what's happening. So, but for Nintendo though, it still works. So when Nintendo sees that that doesn't work anymore, of course they're going to bend the knee. We're going to see their games pretty much everywhere. They will do that when it starts to fail. But if it still works, we're not seeing that anytime soon. And Nintendo Switch 2 failed down 37% on the holidays. Laugh a lot. Oh, Power Boss. Oh, Power Boss. I had such a picture that I would later on post out there on Twitter. And I hope you guys repost it because it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny when I repost it. It's going to be funny when I repost it. But y'all get ready because I'm going to show a picture of PS5 and it says overstock area. Right, Prabhas, don't get me wrong. It's still a good amount, but it's still available since before Black Friday. It's not a phenomenon. Yep, that's how it is. People are not buying console these days either. Like I said, PS5s were an overstock area. They had a sign that says overstock area. Oh, baby, can't wait to post that. Can't wait to post that. I think the main problem with Nintendo is no matter how efficient their hardware process is, younger people have no interest in dedicated gaming devices that doesn't. Yep. Mm-hmm. Wait, what? Yes, sir. I have that right here, Power Boss, and I'll put that on Twitter pretty soon. I will later on today because I have it right here. Let me go find it. I'll show it to you myself right here. Look. Overstock area. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if the camera can catch it. Let's see now. No. Right there. Look, right there. It says it on top. Overstock area. It's overstock. Overstock. Yep. Oh, there's no article. No, no, no. I'm just gonna post that picture. And I know you guys that got your show today. Hey, you guys doing your show? You guys doing your show? Look at the Power Boss. I'm gonna post that. Use it on your show today, Power Boss. Use it on your show. I know you guys got your show pretty. You guys, your show is at 1 though. We got two. Yeah. Because the thing is, I'm an hour behind now. Shit. And I can't join you guys for the fun of it. Yeah, because I just came out. I came out from San Francisco. I gotta go to the office today. All the extras and millennials will be last consumer on consoles that will shrink. The future gamers will care less as long as they have access, which without having phone PC. Yeah. Oh, about 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll post it later on. I'll post it. Now, and I'll send it to you guys. You guys can talk about it. Have fun with that. Yeah, because I got things to do today. I got a lot of things to do today. But yes, guys, like I said, look at that. Look at that. Overstock. Yep. Yes, it did say overstock. Overstock. Yep, it's right here. Look, look, right. Look, let me see if I can zoom in. Look, right here. Look. Let me see if I can show you. Look. That's it. Okay, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can zoom in on the camera. Oh, overstock area right there. You see it? There you go. Overstock area there. That's PS5 overstock. Yep. What's this overstock? That means that they have a lot of PS5s there and they're not selling. No, I'll post it on Twitter for you guys to see, and I'll post it on Discord for you guys to get though. Yes, sir. Like I said, I was walking around. I was like, let me see. And man, look, I just took a picture. That was so funny. Well, so where's that? Best Buy. Oh man. Oh Lord. Read the text below. It says the text below says here. These items in this area are also merchandise in another part of the store. If you need assistance in finding a specific item, it says here the item in this area also merchandise in another part of the store. If you need assistance finding a specific item, please see a blue shirt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, but I don't know if you saw my picture of the old and busted though. And hiding the Pro too. I don't know why they were hiding the Pro though. Man, I got a lot of pictures in here. Woo. Look at this one though. I mean, bro, I'm sorry, but will you guys buy a PS5 like that? Busted? I even posted that picture out there on Twitter. I mean, I saw a PS5 that the box was busted and everything. Seriously, I was like, how can you guys have busted boxes of a PS5? I wouldn't buy it. I mean, it's not even they give it to me for like, shoot. I went to Costco and I did not see Xbox though. I went to Costco and did not see Xbox, and I was expecting to see it though. So that means PS5 are full on the shelf and not selling. They got so much stock in the back, purposely put it on the floor, laugh my ass off. Yep, Power Boss. Yep, that's what it is. Don't worry, Power Boss. I'll post it for you guys to see it, and I'll send it to you to Twitter. Ship not so. There you go. I can't wait to post that tweet though. I'm just thinking how we'll post it though. I gotta ask Silent what words he would use though. Let me DM Silent real quick so he can tell me what word you should use. So Jacob, what did you send me through DM? Oh Lord, more news. But Jacob, remember, I'm just gonna cover. I'm right now covering what's today's news for today because man, I know there's a lot of news, and I will cover that later on though. Send the post, okay? Another source revealed that about a secret developer Xbox. Yep, they have a secret game developing on there. We're gonna talk about it now. So let me get this on the run. Let me get the other news out here because we have two more sources. So this is an interesting one. I want to read this one with you guys. I want to analyze this one with you guys right here. But because the thing is, the source they are using, I do not like it. I've talked about the source many times. I don't know why they are using it, but of course, it had to be Jess again. Ah, come on, Jess. Just stop using Alenia, for God's sakes, but okay. So let's read this, chat. Let's get into it. PlayStation might be massively outselling Xbox hardware, but user engagement may tell a different story. Why even Sony can ignore Xbox shooter audience? Data from analytics shooter box stereotypes may be real as Xbox and PlayStation hits neck to neck on Sunday despite user base disparities. Hmm. The Xbox story. I see now. Let's go for this. Okay, got it. All right. The Xbox story reaches its 25th anniversary this year and has been a long, strange road to get here. Here we go. Negative news. During the Xbox 360 generation, Microsoft made a serious dent in PlayStation global dominance in the console space. Well, because the price was cheap. That's one. And of course, but yeah. Sony misfired PlayStation 3 allowed Microsoft to gain a serious foothold in the then growing market and has remained stable ever since. There things are a bit different in 2026. Headlines about Microsoft's commitment to console gaming refuse to abate. By Xbox own reported hardware sales figures, which have been in a free fall decline since the Xbox Series S and X launch. Microsoft is still selling the hardware, but isn't keeping its store shelves stocked, leading to questions about whether or not Microsoft even plans to continue selling hardware. Now, what's funny is when I went to Best Buy, though, and I'm telling you this because I was there, in Best Buy, my chats, you had to grab a piece of paper to go get your Xbox. It wasn't overstocked though. So does that mean that it's selling? Yes, because if they don't have it in front of the store, that means it's selling. And all you got to grab is a piece of paper, go back there and get it. Interesting though. So it says here, Microsoft, of course, does still plan to sell Xbox hardware. I reported last year the next Xbox will officially be a Windows PC, complete with a living room friendly interface and Xbox console backward compatibility. Microsoft said as much when it revealed a multi-year mega partnership with AMD. Okay, we already talked about this earlier before, so let's keep going. This froze again on me. Sorry, chat. It froze. Hold on, chat. It froze. Wait, my computer froze. Am I still live? Shoot. Why does this computer keep on freezing on me though? Am I still live, chat? Let me wait for this to unfreeze. Am I still live? Shit. Am I? Shoot. Okay, I'm still live. Okay, good. Freezing on me though. Am I still live? Let's see if it unfreezes, chat. Let's see if it unfreezes. If it doesn't unfreeze, then okay, it unfroze. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. We're unfroze. Okay. I closed it. Sorry, chat. Sorry about that. Oh man. This is what happens when things freeze. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Let me get this again. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's grab this real quick. Sorry, chat. I froze for a moment. My computer froze. Am I back though? Yeah, I'm back, I guess. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, see, I was talking about the PlayStation News. You know? Aw. So let's get this. Okay, screen share this. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. Got it back again. Okay. Don't freeze on me again, damn it. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. So, where was I? Where was I? Okay. I was here telling backward competitive. Okay, let's see now. The next Xbox is going to be fully supported with Steam, OEG games, Epic Games, and BattleNet. And even like The Office and all those suites. It will also run existing Xbox games too, but it'll likely be cheap the DRAM. In any case, Xbox has found itself at the bottom rung in the console sales race for many years now, losing out to PlayStation and Nintendo month in and month out. Xbox features is to be revolved around blending within its growing Xbox PC operation. It'll be interesting to see how all of that plays. But you might be wondering if Xbox is doing so badly right now. Why do developers and publishers still even launch games on Xbox? Data shared, here we go. This is the area I wanted to get to though. Why are you using these guys? These guys always fail when it comes to data. Oh my god. It's like they have no. Okay, but I'll read about it. Data shared by Alina Analytics paints a picture of an Xbox platform that pushes above its weight, with heavily engaged users willing to turn up in droves for games that are interest them. And she became curious about this when PlayStation itself decided to launch a diverse on Xbox. If Xbox doing so badly as netizens often like to claim, why should Sony itself want to publish a game on Xbox? Why don't you ask yourself that question? Hey, just Justin B, what's up? Good morning, happy New Year to you too, brother. What's cooking? It seems like the old shooter box stereotype may be real for Xbox. So this is from Alina Analytics. Oh Lord. So for Arc Raiders, it's got 20. Borderlands 4. Oh Lord. Alina data suggests that despite PlayStation have install based, Xbox is almost neck and neck for many popular shooters. Microsoft doesn't share granular data about how games perform on its platform, nor does reveal detailed figures about how many active users it actually has per platform per device. But popular estimates suggest PlayStation has anywhere up to 3 or 4 times Xbox console user base. If true, game sales doesn't always correlate directly to the perpetrated market share disparity. So wait, you figuring this out now? Seriously? Seriously, you guys are figuring this out now? I mean, we look at Circana all the time, and we know what these guys play on PlayStation, on Xbox. We see it all the time. It's more third party games than ever. Uh, and it's Fortnite, Call of Duty, GTA, Minecraft, and sports games. Fortnite, Call of Duty, GTA, Minecraft, sports games. Fortnite, Call of Duty, GTA, Minecraft, sports games. So let's go. Xbox shooters just seem to love shooters, and it's most likely habits forged in the fires of Xbox 360's Call of Duty marketing. And Halo and Gears are war heavy game lineups. Some of 2025 biggest shooters, including Borderlands 4, Arc Raiders, and even ongoing shooters like Apex Legends, came up close neck to neck on downloads between Xbox Series X and X and PlayStation 5 hardware. You expect the download disparity to be far bigger if it directly correlated to each platform's overall install base. The habits of Xbox gamers are also reflected in single player and RPG titles as well, where PlayStation 5 enjoys as much bigger sales gap. I'm just not going to read this. I'm sorry, chat. Seriously, it's just, I'm like, you guys are picking up this data from Alina Analytics, and to be honest, though, I don't trust that much Alina Analytics, though. I don't trust it too much. But the thing is, that chat, that, should I finish reading it or not? You guys tell me. Because seriously, my God, though. I just finished reading it. So data on games like Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 show up more in line with the install base gap. Elden Ring's player base is twice as big on PlayStation, for example, and Hogwarts Legacy sales base is even bigger. I think this reflects the fact that PlayStation focus on action games, RPGs, and also younger audiences has helped it maintain a broader ownership of genres. Right. Microsoft is working incredibly hard to win back RPG franchises to the Xbox platform with games like Persona and Final Fantasy launching on Xbox more prominently than ever. This chicken and eggs scenario, though probably sales of the Final Fantasy 16 were reportedly incredibly low on Xbox, as you might expect, given the game launched on practically every other platform before it. Winning up the audience for genres dominated by PlayStation, such as RPGs, fighting games, and others, is likely going to continue being an uphill battle for Microsoft. However, it certainly over-indexed shooter market and likely racing games thanks to Forza Horizon, Halo Campaign Evolved, and Forza Horizon 6. Of course, are going to PlayStation this year, but it seems like Sony itself can't ignore Xbox users' penchant for shooters. However, Sue is still charting on Xbox as of writing, and Sony will also publish Bungie's Extraction Shooter Marathon on Xbox in the future as well. Hmm. Platforms need to have unique user. Oh, wow. You finally figured this out. Chat, how many times have I talked about this? My neck hurts. Not my neck, my throat hurts talking about this. And so platform seems to have unique user habits. Like I said, in Final Fantasy, there's some RPG players on computer, there's some RPG players on Xbox, there's some RPG players on PlayStation, but not all gamers play RPGs. Same thing with shooters, same thing with single player story games. Not all players play all that. I said it so many times. Again and again. Now you guys figuring this out? Interesting though. Took y'all what 50 years for this? Dear Lord, it will require more research and there are other angles to consider here, but it does seem on the face of it that each platform has changes that simply perform better. Steam has cornered the indie games market without a doubt, but also potential variety gamers who play lots of different titles as PlayStation and Xbox double down on cash cows like Fortnite and Call of Duty. Steam quietly created the audience of players willing to buy dozens of games per year of all shapes and sizes, and now reaps the benefit. I suspect PlayStation has also cornered a young skewing audience, which likely precludes of their users from many of the mature rated shooters. Variety is key to any platform, or argue though. Xbox has been working hard to ensure Xbox Game Pass launches, for example, are incredibly varied by genre and scope. But therein lies another issue. If Microsoft is creating an audience of players who wait for subscription inclusions, it might decrease the amount of users willing to buy games outright. Of course, with the negative. And I'm going to zoom in with this one because I got to switch the camera here because I got to say something about that though. Seriously? 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 It's going to affect people buying games. Seriously. Bro, if you see Circana, if you see all the stuff they tell you that people are not buying games as much, they're telling you this because it's too expensive nowadays. $70 for a game is expensive. And now going up to 80 probably it's going to be more expensive. And if they were going to bring it to 100, it's going to be way more expensive. So the thing is right now, we got to count for a service to play these games. And people are subscribing to services now and are enjoying more of the service than anything else. Uh, we let it go. Console war is over. Oh, here comes Mike Johnson. Let me finish reading this. Saf, I want to finish reading it because it just got a little bit interesting there. But okay. I mean, look at Sony, but they had Yote. Ghost of Tsushima sold 10,000 copies. I mean, 10 million copies, sorry. Ghost of Tsushima sold 10 million copies, yet only 3 million bought Ghost of Yote. Tsushima sold 10 million, only bought 3 million. What does that tell you? Come on. By creating an audience of players who wait for subscription inclusions, it might decrease the amount of users willing to actually buy games outright. You could also argue that Steam has created a similar issue, training users to wait for its legendary sales events as opposed to buying new games. Now, there you go. See what I mean? $30 for Game Pass is expensive. Get out of here. Either way, it doesn't seem like there's still a ton of money to be made on Xbox when the right games come along for the platform. The irony here, perhaps, is that Xbox Cloud Gaming, which is one of the biggest growth of opportunities, is arguably not the best way to play online multiplayer shooters. Perhaps it's still this vector that Microsoft can find its audience for RPGs. Microsoft big RPG Fable is being unveiled. It's full on January Xbox Developer Direct, and I suspect Xbox Cloud Gaming will be a very popular way to access the game. Time will tell if that is fun nonetheless. What do you reckon? Let us know in the comments below. Yep, that's what Steam has done. So yeah, the truth of the matter is people are buying this. I even put out a meme that was so funny that it was saying that it had a, I don't know if you guys saw that tweet. It was of the Braveheart tweet, and it was wait for it. Like the price of the price drops on the game. Now the game is on sale. It says go now attack, and I was like, yeah, that's what people do nowadays. They wait for the game to have a price drop and they go and purchase it. That's what a lot of people are doing. If you guys do not, that's what I keep telling these guys, journalists. My God, look, journalists, I love you guys to death, but you guys really need to read the room. There's so much data out there. I mean, you have the internet. It's so simple to pick up on things. You just gotta sit down for a while and pick up on the data. Please do so. Please sit down and read the room. I've been reading the room for a lot of times, and I keep telling everyone, you guys need to learn how to read the room on how things go. Seriously. Oh my God. Oh, Lotus Esprit says, let me see, and good morning to you, sir. Esprit MX Gears Club 3. Gear Club 3, Forza Horizon 6, a great year for racing, 100%. Great year for racing, sir, 100%. Xbox Hybrid is a PC, nothing more. Oh, now it's a PC? Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. ABK have another subsidiaries that work Call of Duty. Luis Gunke. So let's see now. Let me get Jacob's two COD chats. ABK have another subsidiaries in the work track Call of Duty. Let me see. I already read that. Let me see now. Louis, this year's COD subsidiaries called Call of Duty is Goomba. Oh Lord, come on, man. They're now figuring out that many multi-plat games have the same share of players in Xbox and PS5, even with the hardware disparity. That's been reported to games like Cyberpunk 2077. 100%. Sometimes it's not doing so badly, that's incorrect on its face. You can call it the shooter box, but what comes clear is that players box. PS5s are brought to play one or two games. Yep, that's true. That's true. And then you got your trophy hunters that just go out there and play these just to get these trophies, man. Which seriously, I respect them for doing that. But damn, Leroy Lee says I like Xbox and PlayStation, but I can't afford a PS5, so I choose Xbox Series and like COD. So what did Mike Johnson say before he deleted? PlayStation Plus Premium is way better. Are you serious? Oh my God. That's gotta be the joke of the. Oh, why did you delete that though, Jacob? You should have left it there. Mike Johnson has the guts to come in here and say PlayStation Plus Premium is way better than Xbox Game Pass pound for pound. Oh my God. Let me take a picture of that. I'm gonna take a picture of that and I'm gonna frame it up there. Let me go ahead and take a picture of that. That was just funny as heck. I can't believe that man said this on this show. Seriously? Finance Fuji, what's up? Good morning. Man, listen, shout out to the 44 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell. Go for it. Let's go. See Fresh. Good morning, my brother. How you doing? See Fresh is one of my good friends out there. How you doing, See Fresh? Come here to see if Fable's coming to place. Do you know Louis? Nah, I don't know about that. If it does, that's cool, man. Fantastic. I hope they get sales and get money from that too. Game Pass is way better than BS Plus, but man, I can't believe they came in here to say that. Lord, Mike Johnson, listen. You got, I mean, bro, man. That's the joke of the year. I mean, I took a picture of that. That's got it. That had to be the best joke this year. No joke. The year starting. That's the best joke ever. PlayStation Plus is better than Game Pass pound for pound. Wow, that's fanboy to experience right there. Seriously. Whether it's a new Killer Instinct, other IPs showing up, or guest characters on Overwatch from Halo Gears, that's cool. That's cool. 100% there. I still even have bought PS Plus yet on my PS5. Man, I have not paid for for PS Plus in years. I'm not falling for that trick. I'm not paying for that stuff. Nope. Because I don't find it worth it though. What did they get? Need for Speed Most Wanted, but we already had Need for Speed a couple. What we have Need for Speed for a long time. Mike Johnson's customer let it go. But bro, that joke, no, no, no. Seriously, that's got to be the joke of the year. That has to be the joke of the year. No joke. No joke. Seriously. He's delusional. Yes, he is. My PS5 Pro bricked on day one. I had to sub because I lost all my. What? Damn. Wow, Safo, that sucks. That sucks. Damn. Wow. That sucks. Man, you got to buy a console and it breaks. I would. Man, listen. If I bought a PS5 Pro and that meant for bricked on me, man, I would be kicking it like the chicken, like the Fable guy kicks the chickens. Yep, I will kick that sucker. I would seriously put it on the ground and give it a big ass kick. Damn. Damn. Wow. Sorry, Safi, you had to deal with that. So sorry. I will kick that sucker all over the place. Like, Mom, what? Break, pow, right there. Big ass kick. Or get a go club and swing the liquid metal. Oh, Lord, let's not get started with that one, though. Oh, you already foamed your PS5, Louis? Yes, I did. I foamed it. Yep. Hey, it was to clean it, though. Speaking of that. Oh, yeah, my PS5 is in a cousin's place. Yeah, I remember that. Which will do it in the jailbreak was the love. Yeah, some PS5 broke and when opened the box day one. Holy shit, man! And now they're selling you busted boxes though. I mean, I went to a store and I saw PS5 busted. The box was busted. Broken PS5s though. Wow. Lotus Spirit MX with a $10 super. Cha-cha-da-da-cha-cha-cha. Says PlayStation Plus is great if you can only afford the Portal handheld for 189 for actual consoles. The Xbox Game Pass is much better. Yes, it is. I mean, look, Game Pass just keeps on delivering great games. It's fully packed of games. That's what. What do you think? I always tell my chat this all the time. People go out there, media goes out there trying to scare you. That Xbox is going to die. That Xbox is going to blow up. That Xbox is dead. That Xbox did this. I mean, Xbox is at fault for putting up the RAM prices so high. Yes, Xbox did that. Yes, let's blame Xbox for that. Yeah, 100%. Seriously. Or the Xbox Series S, as they joked around. Like, if the car hits a tree, it's the Xbox Series S fault. Remember that? But this is what I tell the child all the time. The only thing I worry about is what is the next game I'm going to play? What is next for Louis to play? What is Louis going to sit down, enjoy, and have fun with? That's what crazy Louis worries about. Nothing else. I don't worry about nothing. Just what game am I going to play next? What game am I going to enjoy? What game am I going to have fun with? You throw away the PS5, the garbage, and man, garbage man will return. But don't worry, Sony still got a Series X, so I suspect collect every console if I can. I think I think Sony plans cockroach lover. Oh dear Lord, don't start with the cockroach stuff. Oh Lord. So right now I got the Series X and Switch 2 and a Pro and three PCs and I'm set. Damn, Pickles, you got everything. I got a PC, a Nintendo Switch, and an Xbox. Oh my god. He said the customers are. See, Fresh, can you help him out, please? This might get Xbox right for my birthday to match. Yes, and media is too. And what the funny part about this is, that Xbox still. I remember the 25th anniversary. We got the 25th, the 35th of we got so many anniversaries. It's insane. 40th and 35th anniversary. We got man. I'm telling you, this year is gonna be punk for Xbox. Holy shit! I can't wait to see what's gonna happen this year. But, chat. Remember one thing. When it comes down to when it comes, here comes Power. Power Boss wants to know what's better about it though. Oh shit! I'm still laughing with that joke. I think listen, I think Mike Johnson. He's just joking though. He's got to be joking though. He can't be real. Made me laugh this morning. Damn. Oh Lord. Man, he's got jokes, Chad. He's got jokes. Some jokes, man. Oh shoot. Oh, let's keep going, Chad. Let's keep going. I got one more news to read. Name the games on PS Plus this year is better than one. Oh, damn. Oh, Lord, you guys are killing him. You guys are killing him. But man, I can't believe this man went out here and said that. Lord, Lord, Lord. So, Chad, on the final news right here, let's cover this final news that we have right here, which is the best news ever. Man, like I said, there's been some crazy news out there. This is the last news I'm going to read for today. We got the downtime for a little bit. But yeah, upcoming Xbox Direct shows. Let me switch the screen. Don't freeze on my computer. Thank you. Upcoming Xbox Developer Direct show promises the first deep dive into Fable. It's time to show you more, much more. Yes, because you know the thumbnail is all made about Fable, guys. I'm super happy we're gonna get that deep dive. Xbox Next Direct offers long-awaited details for Fable alongside Forza Horizon 6 and others. Yes, sir, C Fresh. I will go live and stream the developer director. Yes, sir, I will. 100% C Fresh. That's the thing, though. Like the Jeff Keighley showcases, I won't be streaming them. I'm trying to get away from them because my chat sometimes likes to bring me in on them. I want to increase, the showcases, PlayStation Showcase, Nintendo Directs, and stuff like that. Xbox has been revealed new details of what to expect from its upcoming developer direct, set to air in January 22. 2026 at 1 p.m. ET, and a new blog on Xbox Wire, the company outlined the focus of the show, leaving little room for major surprises. Do you think that Fable 4 will have a character creation? Wow, that's a good question, Warchild. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Have to wait and it did though. Yes, it did. No, Fable did have a character. I remember you could create a back in the day. Yeah, you did. I think it did, didn't it? Because with the old Fable, I think I created my character. Let me see. Hold on. Now I'm confused because it's been so long since I played Fable though. Oof. Let me see. Did Fable have character creation? Let me see though. Okay, continue. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try AI mode right now. Let me see. Yes, Fable did have character. Yes, it did. And Lego Culture says right here. Yes, the Fable games have feature character customization, but it evolved. The first game had minimal options. It had like a minimal option though. With Fable 2, gender choice only. When Fable 2 and 3 expanded with gender selection and growth-based appearances changes with the upcoming reboot, expect to offer a more traditional creator adding significant player freedom. So yeah, I think maybe it will, maybe it won't. I mean, it probably has like a couple things though. We have to wait and see though. We have to wait and see for the game though. I just did a search on it, but yeah, it could. So let's read this though. Good question though. That's a good question, bro. Good question. Thank you for that. Xbox revealed new details expected from its upcoming. Okay, let us. Okay, viewers can expect deeper looks at Fable Forza Horizon 6 alongside an expected appearance from Game Freak, which is developing Beast of Reincarnation. Besides Fable, Xbox places a clear emphasis of deeper dives for Forza Horizon 6, acknowledging the fans that has been waiting a long time to see more from each project. So here we go. What to expect January 22nd. With Fable, having spent years in development, this developer team direct is similarly positioned so that Playground Games finally shows what it has been building, while reassuring fans that the series' familiar tone and identity remain intact, or reaffirming its release window for this year. Uh-oh. For Forza Horizon 6, Xbox is also promising more substantial look following that many felt was on an underwhelming review at the Tokyo Game Show in 2025 due to its only being a minute-long review that had leaked prior to the showcase. This time, fans can expect a clear showcase of gameplay and a better sense of how Japan serves as the game's long requested setting. Alongside two playground game titles, Xbox also delivered an in-depth introduction to the Beast of Reincarnation from Game Freak, which was revealed to the Xbox June Showcase in 2025. The project stands out as more modern and ambitious showcase for the studio, highlighting its ability to step beyond its Pokemon roots of franchises that seem controversial over its graphics. Though I sit on the side of fun over graphics, it's nice to see Game Freak spread their wings here. Any other surprises? Whether there is more revealed at the showcase remains at the scene, so you have to tune in right to find out. Xbox has offered no hints of potential surprises announcements, although doing so would undermine the idea that surprises of a surprise in the first place. While I would have liked to see more from Halo, it's hard to argue that Fable and Forza Horizon 6 do not deserve the spotlight. What? What? Oh my god! And then you guys doesn't deserve the spotlight. Let me read this again. While I would have liked to see more from Halo, it's hard to argue that Fable and Forza Horizons do not deserve the spotlight. Of course, they deserve the spotlight. What do you mean? They're great games. Regardless of what anything else is shown with this marking to Xbox 25th anniversary this year, 26 is already shaping up to be a strong one. You can be more what to expect here. Wow. Seriously, my God. The article was good until the end, though. Why do you always have to throw something negative about it? Sorry, that was a random thing to say. Louis is one of the fastest typers I know. I even tested to him with. Yep, that is true. Yep, you can tell me to type anything. I don't even have to look at the keyboard. No joke. I'm that. I'm that fast. But as was stated somewhere, it's bringing up good and evil aspects. Oh man, that was so cool from Fable. You know what I really do expect though, and I really do. I really hope it does have it. The armor though. I remember back in the day with Fable, like you had the armor, and you can build like an evil character, and the armor like was dark and gloomy. It was pretty good though. I liked those armors back in the day. That was pretty cool stuff though. Fable one, you're only a boy. Fable two, you can pick up. Okay, all right. Oh, did not know that though. I mean, I did back in the day, but I just couldn't remember though. Ponies play P Hub, and don't forget the number one game is Twitter. Yes, Game Pass is way better because of cloud gaming. When they introduced cloud, it impressed me every time. I remember used to game the game and to game with cloud Game Pass at my high school. That was some fun times. Wow. When I picked up my launch Xbox 2001, a store person was lying to a mom telling her that Xbox games can save without a memory card. I told her it was incorrect, and he said no, he was an expert. Wow, did he really say that? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I just got sniped again. What did he say, though? This article is speaking facts. Okay. If you believe that, well, and that's on you, bro. Doesn't deserve the spotlight. With Forza Horizon having 50 million players, isn't it? How many players does Horizon have? Isn't it 50 million players now? And you're saying it does not deserve the spotlight. I mean, bro, Forza Horizon is huge though. P Hub, Twitter, and YouTube Xbox channels are the most played games on PS5. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Man, oh man. That's crazy. Cloud gaming? No, not yet. Not yet. Was it serious? Now, this is the downtime now. Like I said, I'm reading this article. This is the downtime. This is the final news article for today. Because then, of course, I got to gather up some more, and talk about later on Monday. Yep. We'll be back on Monday, guys, to do another show. But, yeah, this was the last news article. But like I said, though, reading through all these articles, right? Everything was good. Of course, they had to throw in the negative because without the negatives, these articles won't sell. That's how it is. It's huger than Gran Turismo 7. I can tell you that much. Well, I gotta say though about look, I have a difference of opinion there because Gran Turismo really built up, and they have really loyal fans on there. Gran Turismo is wow, is still one of the most amazing driving simulators out there though. But we cannot like you sit there and compare Gran Turismo to Forza Horizon. It's basically even though they're car games though, but it's kind of different because Gran Turismo is much more of a simulator than Horizon is. Horizon is much more of an arcade fun game though, and Gran Turismo is much more a simulator race game. And people do love that Gran Turismo though. When it comes to simulator, though, it's got to be one of the best simulators out there, 100%. I'm not going to pretend cloud gaming is great for the whole world, but I have been regularly since it launched. I can install COD, play it on cloud. Too much blow in that install. Let me tell you something, chat, about something. When I was in California, simple. I told you guys I was gonna pack my fire stick and take it with me. My fire stick is right. Where is it? John, where did I put it though? Damn, I don't know where my fire stick is though. Uh-oh. I think it's still no. Where is it though? But yeah, I packed my fire stick and took it with me. That's what I did. I packed my fire stick, took it with me, to play games. But when I got there, The Samsung TV had already the Xbox in it. So what I did is I logged into there and started to play games on the cloud, right there on the Samsung TV, right? So I played Data Diver. I was even playing Helldivers 2 on cloud. No joke. I played Helldivers 2 a couple matches. If Mandalorian Martin was here, which I don't know where he's at though, I hope he comes. So I Mandalorian Martin even joined my match while I was playing Helldivers. He joined my match and he was playing, with us. And I gotta say though, we really had a blast. That cloud gaming is something beautiful. I did not know how beautiful it was, till I actually sat down and tried it out. Now it needs to get better, right? That's the truth. Sometimes it lags a little bit, it does, but hey, to be honest though, it works good. It works good, not perfect, but it works good. And I really had a blast. By the time I had a little bit of downtime to play games, I played games and had a blast playing them. Yep, Forza Horizon 5 has 50 million. Yep, that's true. That's true. When it comes to an arcade, yeah, it's true. But Gran Turismo, though, when it comes down to sales and being such a popular game, because remember one thing, yo, chat. I mean, from Gran Turismo, we had a guy that came to race. I mean, really, they got him into racing though, and companies picked him up to start racing. You guys saw the movie though. I don't know if you guys saw the Gran Turismo movie, which was really good, and it's basically based on the story of that guy who used to race though. My LG OLED TV has Xbox version. Yeah, it does. Now the thing is, I don't have cloud gaming still here in Dominican, but when I went to the States though, all I did was grab the controller, log in, and have fun. Too much fun. Seriously, I mean, I was impressed with the technology. I was like, wow. And that is something that amazes me how far Xbox has gone when it comes down to technology. It's been amazing. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, when I tried it at first, I remember the first time I tried cloud gaming, I had a VPN on, and I tried it on my Mac, and the game was lagging a lot because of the VPN when I tried it. When I went to the States, though, it was running smoothly, lagged a little, just a teensy bit, right? Like I said, it just needs to get great. It's on the better state, but it needs to get great though. But yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff. The cloud gaming works perfect. And that's something that you gotta admire though from Xbox though. You gotta admire how far they're pushing their technology and how great it's getting to be there. I hate UE5 will typically avoid games that use it. Wow, really? Wow. I mean, the sad part about this, everybody's using UE5 because it's such an easy engine to use, and it's making it easier for users, though. I mean, what for the guys who develop on it, some people not are not getting into it as much, but that's because they need to sit down with Epic, and Epic also needs to help them out in order for them to get better at it. Developers need just to get better at it. It's just things. It's a learning curve, like everything. It's like me when I podcast. I little by little, I'm starting to learn how to get better with the podcasting scenario. That's how it is, though, chat. You just got to practice. It needs more work. Yeah, it does. 100%. It does need, like everything in life, everything needs more work. That's how it is. 100%, my chat. That's how it is. But yeah, like I said, though, I tried cloud gaming, play Helldivers 2. Mandalorian Martin even joined us for a match. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it, though. It's easy to use, and why do every game experience crazy dev time and run well? The thing is, when they mean by easy is that they can like when it because here's the thing though, I'm not a developer to jump into it, but I've heard from devs that UE5 has been better, like with some tools that it makes them easy to develop though. I don't know what they mean by that, but what we need to do is or get Elaine on here one day or get another dev on here to explain how is it much easier for us to understand. Why do they say it's easier though? Because me, I just when they talk about those tools and everything, I don't know. Because for example, I know Sour Blow was trying to develop a game with Unity, and even in late says, "Why don't you use Unreal?" She told Sour Blow, but yeah, it could be like some tools are probably easier for them to use on there or something like that. Probably so. I mean, I don't know. I don't develop. I don't know. But yeah, we gotta ask the developer more on that though, to see what they say about Unreal. Yeah. But yeah, that's how it is. And look, my LG OLED TV has Xbox and it really works good. Yeah, 100%. It really does. I mean, I was like I said, I was impressed with how cloud gaming is. Really impressed. And the best thing is with Play Anywhere. Woof, Like I said, I played Dave the Diver for a little bit. I couldn't play that other C game that what's his name told me uh, Joey told me about it. I gotta try it out. Yeah, I gotta try it out. Let's see what other stuff is cooking out there. So any gossip out there besides Mike Johnson saying all that stuff, which is pretty funny though. That was pretty funny on Mike Johnson. Thank you, Mike Johnson, for the joke of the day today. Truly appreciate it. Dredge, yeah, I couldn't play Dredge. I was out there. I didn't have the time to play it though. I did not have the time to play it. I wish I did though, but I just didn't. I couldn't find the time though. So another great news. It seems like Division 3 is in the works. So let's see what else what comes up with that because Division is a really good game. I can't wait for part 3. And let me tell you something. Division 2 looked way more better than Division 1. Oh my god, that game was beautiful, 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 beautiful. Can't wait to see Division 3 though. It's gotta be awesome. It's gotta be awesome though. Let's see now. Hmm. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, Avowed is going to PS5. Yay! Have fun with Avowed, guys. Hope you guys get to purchase it because this was funny. We long played it, finished it, and we're happy. Yay! Well, I didn't finish. I know a lot of people did. Avowed didn't attach to me though, but yeah. Like I say though, Chad, I keep on saying this live here. Not all games are for us. Sometimes we will love it, sometimes we won't. That's how it is, my chat. That's how it is. I just got the last achievement on chess. It was all right. Really? You did? That's good. That's good though. That's good. I was really impressed by that cloud gaming. Seriously, I was like, wow. I was playing Helldivers, playing this. It was so much fun. Remember, for those of you cloud game on Fire Stick, it caps the speed maximum to 100 megabytes. You're actually better using Bluetooth faster speeds. Really? Ponies can finally stop pretending they hate about. Oh, Avowed is better Stalker 2? No. I mean, I cannot. I didn't finish the game. I got to give it a go another time. See if I can get attached to it. But to be honest, though, for me, Stalker 2 was a beautiful thing. No joke. It was beautiful. I love Stalker 2. For me, it's one of the best games I played this gen. For me personally, that's a personal opinion, though. You know, personal opinion for me. And I know somebody might debate it, but it's just a personal opinion, man. You know, it's like how I don't like Horizon. I hate Horizon, Forbidden West, and Zero Dawn. I just can't stand Horizon. Just can't get into it. I just can't. But I know some people have played it and love it. Yeah, that's how it is. Make American gaming even great again. Man, gaming has been great though. I mean, I gotta say though, when it comes to this gen, we have had such much good stuff though. I mean, this generation, when it comes down to games, yeah, so many good games this gen. It's not even funny though. Towerborn is also launching on PS5. You guys have fun with that because Towerborn. I don't know about Towerborn, but not a lot of people seem to like it as much though. But hey, have fun with that. So wait, Cold Violet is that a PlayStation exclusive though? Got 49 GN, 40 push square. What the hell is Cold Violet though? What? Cold Violet. Cold Violet. This game is what? Wait a minute. This game was only for PlayStation? Psh, Jesus Christ. You quit Stalker 2 because. Oh god, Team Kill Media. Wow, another game that comes out to PlayStation exclusive to PlayStation and it failed. Wow. 40 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Wow. Wow. No freaking way. Wow. Now I know why Mike Johnson is mad today. Okay. Now we know why. All right. Oh, sorry, Mike Johnson. I mean, if you're mad about that, just talk to what's his name to PlayStation. PlayStation, bro. You gotta, yeah. Wow. Let's read what Pushkar had to say about this, though. Oh my God. Cold Violet. That feels appropriate not because the game will be remembered for time more like the Mona Lisa, but because the game, like one of Da Vinci's early flying machine sketches, the game is ambitious but never actually gets off the ground. Oh shoot. Set a long future facility of far reaches of space, Coast Violet's sister Heron is really awoken when her friend is unceremoniously eaten by a velociraptor. Huh? Hate when that happens. Who in the blue hell starts the game off with a velociraptor eating a friend, though? But okay, let's keep going. Unfortunately, Violet has the rotten luck of waking up to slumber in not but her underwear. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. But would you know her clothes are at the other end of the facility? So wait, she wakes up butt naked? So y'all basically these guys went out there. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let's grab this real quick. Yeah, let's talk about this. So basically, okay. Uh so basically what they did was they have a person sleeping in an incubator, right? Like, what does that movie sound? So wait, what does this plot sound like though? Real quick, chat. What does it sound like though? Set a long future facility reaches far reaches of space. So it's in space though, huh? But since her heroine is really waking when her friend is unconsciously eaten by a velociraptor, hate when that happens. So it's in space though, and she gets awakened because a velociraptor gets eat. A person gets eaten by a velociraptor. What movie is that? I remember I saw a movie like that. And what was that movie though? No, they're in space, and the thing gets on the incubator and spits acid into there, and then there's a girl that gets thrown out of the space shuttle, lands into a prison, what movie is that though? Huh? Kind of like I feels like I've seen this before. Wow. This raises the question. It means she must have taken her clothes off at the end of the facility, then walked the corridors in the smalls, being gawked by janitors gone to sleep. And then in the morning, will repeat her semi-nude pilgrimage back to grab her trousers before going for a bowl of frosties. Hmm. Hmm. This sounds like aliens. Aliens! Yes! Same plot though. Alien 3. There you go, Lotus. You got it. This doesn't make much sense, but we have to ponder such things. Velociraptors are famously impatient creatures, and before by they finish their hordes, devour, and come back for the main course, Violet must escape must escape. Trousers or no. Just have her butt naked. It would have sold even more. So she crouches down and sneaks up in a room to look for trousers and weapons, and maybe an explanation as to who put dinosaurs in space and her on the menu. I was about to ask that question. Who chat? And I'm being serious though. Who in the blue hell is going to catch a velociraptor and put it in a spaceship? Like, chat. I'm being serious though. Like, why would you? Come on, man. I mean, if you're gonna catch a velociraptor, I mean, shit. And if you're in space, I can imagine you can probably incubate the dinosaur for it to sleep, like you're in incubation mode too. I mean, that's what if I was going to hunt for dinosaurs and and put them in a cage. Though, I mean, you should be smart at least in technology and put it in incubation though. Incubation sleep, make sure everything's fine so it doesn't wake up or nothing. But okay, at least have like a comet hit the ship or something, or there was a faulty electrical thing or something hit the electrical. I don't know, whatever, and the incubator didn't work. I mean, it would have been a better story to. But yeah. Wait, hey, look. Yeah, but Jason was in an incubator though. See, because like I said, they were smart. They put Jason in an incubator. Now the thing was, I did not know and remember. Part of the story was because I love Jason X. Is one of my favorite Jason movies. Why do I love it? Because Jason gets a major upgrade. Yeah, because, But yeah, Jason was in an incubator though. They got him out of the incubator and thought he was dead. And Jason gets up and he starts killing everyone. They thought that he was dead though, because Jason is dead. He's a zombie. And yeah, they probably didn't know about zombies, but yeah, let's keep going. So she crashes and sneaks out of the room to look for trousers and weapons, and maybe an explanation as to who put the dinosaurs in space on the menu, and does it all while the camera gets up close and personal with her rump. Oh dear. Oh, you were happy to see her rump though, huh? the space that the space dinosaur narrative is simply silly, but the voice acting stories are presented with deadly seriousness. It's like if you put Christian Bale into the 1960s Batman's TV show and told him to do just the voice. Totally, it's weird, but the honest makes it pretty funny in parts. The laughter starts when you start playing the game, though. Literally, the first thing that happened to us once we had control of Violet was a glitch that got us killed. We were told to run away from the two hungry raptors only for the controller to become totally unresponsive, while the dinosaurs ran around in circles like idiots before nibbling us to death, seemingly more through though luck than actual judgment. Wow, it's unplayable. Jason who? Voorhees, yep. Once you get your hands on some weapons, things don't get much better. The third person shooter is lit with guns feeling weightless. Shotgun should boom, but firing one in cold violet feels like you bite the end of the paper of a McDonald's straw and blow through it so the wrapping flies off. Less of a boom, the more widely unsatisfied flip. Hitboxes seem erratic, seriously on a dinosaur, and visually feedback is largely non-existent. It's often feels often unclear if you're actually hitting your target or not until the dinosaur you're shooting at unconventional keels over. Is that a T-Rex? Holy shit. Similarly, then Violet is attacked, but she doesn't respond in a way that she really says, "Hey, a dinosaur is eating me." She just kind of stands there while the dinosaur bashes into her with an open mouth. Helpful Violet, Helpfully, Violet has a little armband on display of the current Hell bar, and so it even she's no selling attacks for her dino foes. When the number starts dropping, you at least know you're dying. None of this is helped by the camera, which you're pretty sure in some jurisdiction could finally considered a hate crime. While they met her demise on one or more occasion, while we started to add an extreme close up of her back because the camera is utterly unprepared to deal with confined spaces, which is problematic in a game mostly takes place in narrow corridors. Aliens. There's not much in the way of guidance either. There's no quest log or anything. Characters tell you to go to places and then you go there. Sometimes doors are locked and you need to find a key card, which means wandering from room to room, securing the floors until you find one. Wow, this is terrible. Wow. Occasionally, there will be a basic puzzle to solve, such as a shining black light on something to find a code or copying button prompts to open a door. It's all pretty standard stuff. And everybody is seemingly unremarkable, but as raptors of the dinosaurs, you'll go up against the most, but there's a couple bigger ones too. Wow. Look at the codes. X, square, triangle, X. Aw. There's also some little Tilda dinosaurs in Crumpton Peters, Starmore in the Lost World Jurassic Park, and there's even most of those thrilling spinning dinosaurs like one that Chump Newman from Seinfeld in the original Jurassic Park. Spoilers are for a couple 30-year-old movies there. Real Jurassic Park fans will undoubtedly know that the Dilophosaurus, the only one that throws splits, blinding venom, didn't actually have either of those traits in real life, and were both fabricated into the book and the movie. Didn't they really? I thought they did though. Hmm. That means either Copilot is still Jurassic Park sequel, or the devs spaced the researchers of dinosaurs Steven Spielberg 1993's blockbuster while probably putting too much thought into this. Although another seemed destined to spend much more time to think of vast numbers of saucy costumes, you can dress up Violet up in absolutely no reason. You can dress her up in 1950s pinup, low cut shirt, a sexy secretary in a low cut shirt, and such costumes usually. Oh, so this is basically a sexy game. I'm just going to read the conclusion, chat. I'm just going to read the conclusion. Conclusion: Cold Violet is a mess. Crombie combat, tedious exploration, technical problems, the sexy costumes, and horny camera work seems at odds, and both Violet character and the tone of the writing, even at 6 hours long, is tough to recommend because in 6 hours you can just watch Jurassic Park 3 times, and you did that. You never know once that feels like the Justified that's currently on your screen. Wow. Pros, dinosaurs, quite funny in parts, customization options if you're into that. Glitches, clipping, technical edges, totally all over the place. Rubbish gunplay, samely locations, mostly very dark. Wow. 4 out of 10. Another PlayStation exclusive that Failed. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. These guys are desperate for games, man. You need to. I keep saying it. Y'all need to know who you're gonna deal with for exclusives. Seriously, wow, that's crazy. Real raptors were more than the size of chickens. Really? They were? Yeah, they're related to chickens. Oh, I did not know. The crazy part, I'm sure they can feel the winds changing direction. Even with all narratives giving me the hit pieces, they know Xbox has a lot of momentum going into 2026. 100%. 120 cent, 100, 100, 100. Wait, what did I say? 100%. Sorry about that. I might have to check out the review for the labs. Yeah, you're gonna have to check that out. The review for the labs. Yep. But chat, this year is going to be big when it comes down to Xbox. No joke. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see more on the good news when it comes to games. I cannot wait for the developer direct. I know there's going to be more rumors, more on talks. There's going to be tons of stuff coming up this January, man, and I cannot wait for that developer direct, which is going to make it great. We're just have a ton of weird dinosaur noises, and well, then I expect the raptor to behave. Yeah, let's kick the raptor. But seriously, who in the blue hell is going to put Jurassic Park in space, though? And also to it, add the aliens plot because basically that's the plot to Alien 3. And she lands in a prison in her underwear, and then they got to put clothes on her and stuff like that. Below 100%, money hadn't got her. Now I know why Mike Johnson came by the chat being all mad. Now I know why. Now I know why. Wow, cool pilot. Woo, Lord. They were like, yeah, let's. I love how they said the horny camera though. Pause. Yeah, they're trying to sell that game. You can see her buttocks. Yep, nice curves, 100%. Yeah. Well, let's see how long that game is going to last. Let's see if it doesn't get shut down though. Ponies prove they suck as developers. No, I don't know I don't know why they signed up with that deal for that game. What was the other one? There was another game that had fire. All this talk made me remember Leprechaun in Space. I would watch that tonight. Remember that? Lotus. Remember back in the day? Like all horror characters had to be in space. Now the other one that's not gone to space is Freddy, though, I think. And Mike Myers. Yeah, those are the only two guys that have not gone to space. But and Chucky. Yeah, Chucky's another one. That's three. But Jason went to space. Pinhead went to space. Who else went to space? Sour Blow, Sour Blow, Sour Blow. Look what I got, Sour Blow. Look what I got. My prison cup from Alcatraz. So now you can say I'm in prison. There you go. I got my coffee cup from Alcatraz. Wait, those guys made. Was that the one game that you had to give CPR to the guy and you had to blow in the controller like here CPR. Restart. Man, man, why you have to say that like that though? Why do you have to say that? You man, why do you have to say that though? Nah, this is a coffee cup. That's not the poop bucket. That's the coffee cup. That's not the poop bucket. That's the coffee cup. Says USP Alcatraz. There you go. My prison cup. And it's metal. Now you can show me all you want. Oh man. Sour Blow went to space. Yeah. Yeah, Sour Blow went to space. But yeah, like literally it was Pinhead, Jason. Who else was famous back in the day that went to space? But literally like all horror movie characters went into space though. No joke. Almost all of them. Never heard of it? Leprechaun. You never heard of that one? Oh Lord, you gotta watch that movie. But man, you says Ray Ray started Leprechaun in the Hood his first role. Oh, Lord. Oh, Ray Ray, where you at, Ray Ray? They're making fun of you, Ray Ray. Come defend yourself. Oh Lord, poor Ray Ray. That's good. Oh man, I have to admit the first game blowing out the controller and Astro Bot felt really weird. Yeah. But yeah, if Quantum Error was the game that game, oh, that was the devs that went out there and fought people too. What didn't they? No, I have not watched it yet, Sablo. But like I heard it was really bad, and all the show was about. I gotta watch it. I haven't had the time to watch it though. But I will watch it though. I'll watch it later on to catch up to it. And, talk about it on Monday though, because Joey's coming by on Monday and he did watch it. He did watch it, so we'll have a conversation with that one. So y'all gonna say that for Monday because as I saw Joey talking about it, I said I'm saving that for Monday then. So I have the time to watch it because, like I said, I came home last night. Um, had to start unpacking, and I just couldn't sit there and watch something. Had to set up the show for today, which I fixed. I set it up real early yesterday. I set it up real early. Um, so yeah, I had to set things up before I went to bed. Those four games I really liked. Okay, I'll check it out later, Sarah. We'll talk about that on Monday because since Joe's coming by, we'll talk about it. Have that in the conversation because I know he watched it though. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. And man, this is just the beginning of the week. We already got some great Xbox news. It started with bad news, at the beginning of the year, but now we're getting great stuff. And now we're heading up to the direct. I'm hyped. Can't wait to see more on Fable. That's gonna be awesome, and can't wait to see more of what's coming on Xbox. Yeah, baby, let's go. We have anniversaries. We have all this cool stuff happening. It's going to be fantastic. Lotus, how many games use us blow in the control? Oh Lord, the blow in the controller. Oh man. Oh man, that game really failed, and yet PlayStation signed, and even though Quantum Error came out, they still had that game in the works. Wow, wow, I'm still scratching my head on that. And you're right, was so serious. Whoa, chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, chat. Like I said, I got things I gotta do. I gotta go to the office. I gotta deal with some stuff, you know, because hey, I've been out for 2 weeks. So yeah, I gotta go check up on things. I gotta check out. I gotta still unpack, before I head out. But chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing, chat. What you've all been playing? What you all been doing these days? Me, I haven't been playing as much because, like I said, I was out there on vacation. So when I got home at night, I had some downtime. Um, all I did was go to bed because, man, we did a lot of walking around over there in San Francisco, though. We did a lot of walking around. But chat, I will be back tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow morning. Sorry, on Monday morning I'll be back with the morning show. We have Joey on the line. I'm gonna talk to Maurice though to see when he can come by. See if I can get him here on Friday or something. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him because it's been a while. And yeah, I gotta try out Creators. I have it on the box though. I gotta try it out. I would try out Creators around today if I had the time. I would make it. Yeah, can you imagine? Escape from New York. Oh my god. That was what was that line that he says when this can drops you draw and then he throws the can up, he goes through and when the can lands he says draw. Haha, Snake Plissken. That was so cool when he did that. That was fantastic though. Yeah. Yeah. What? You really wow, you love Redfall Lotus? 1,445 hours in Redfall so far and 1,652 in Gran Turismo 7. Wow, that's crazy. Going to start off Final Fantasy 1 today. Just hit Game Pass yesterday. Awesome, awesome. You may go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Come by and talk about it, man. Come by on Monday and talk about it. But yes, chat, I'm back. I'm here. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm happy to talk to you guys, man. Whoo. Because here, the thing is, though, with Redfall, though, let me tell you something, right? With Redfall. I'll give you a personal opinion about Redfall. When I first began to play uh, the game wasn't as great, though, but it was kind of fun. But when they did the update to the game, that game got so much better that I really enjoyed it a lot. So right now, if you guys have not played Redfall, give it another go because after the update though, it got better and it was a really fun game to play. Sad they shut down that studio though. Really, it was the studio shut down, yeah. But it was really good after they fixed it up. Seriously, it was really good. I was really happy after they fixed it up because man, I'm telling you, the vampires got more aggressive, the bad guys got more aggressive, the snipers do not miss. Man, they get to you. The game got tougher. It was really good at the end. Yeah, it is a fun. Yeah, it is. Cody Ray. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Really, really fun game. It is. It is. It is. It is. Really fun game. 100%. It's a fun game. It's not those 10 out of 10 games, that the Sony fanboys want, 10 out of 10. No, no, no. It's a game that's between it's an 8 type style game. 7 to 8 type style. I've been playing Last of Us 2 Remastered on PC. Nice. I liked well, it was yeah. Like I said, it's a 7 and an 8 game, but it's a really fun game to play. Really. I really enjoyed it at the end. Seriously. It was a really good game. It got tough and good. Now the bosses were but really good to it though. Really good. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for memberships. Thank you all for your super chats. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do, chat. I'm happy to be back. Seriously, I'm happy to be back, and just talk more about what's coming up. Ready to cook, ready to see what's going to happen. And like I said, this Xbox Avengers Direct is going to be fantastic. But don't care about the story in part two. But gameplay is really great. Yeah, it is. It was really fun. Once they fixed everything, pumped up. Oh, Hogwarts, man, what a game! I can't wait for part two. Oof, that game. And I remember Paju was telling me about it. Paju said, "Look, you gotta play Hogwarts Legacy." And a year later, I played. I was like, "Man, Paju, you were right." Speaking of that, I gotta talk to Paju and all those guys. I haven't heard from them in a while. And my brother Parent Pluck, yeah. But chat again. You should know about this, my friend. What? What should I know about? What should I know about? I believe Xbox is buying GTA 6 to go on Game Pass Day 1. Really? You believe that though? Really? Ah, thank you for that, Lotus. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the bell so you can know when I'm on. Usually, you know what I do, Lotus? I send a signal with a picture of a coffee mug or a picture of coffee. I send the signal to everybody I'm going on. That's my signal. I always send it through Discord. Speaking of that, let me add the Discord right here. If you guys want to join our Discord, which we have our own Discord, let me get it in here. Uh, 26 viewers? Oh, what does it mean to have 26 viewers though? Because I had 50 people on the chat though. The thing is, right now, there's a lot of shows right now coming up. I mean, there's the Boom Show, there is Demo Flow Gaming, which I gotta type it in here so you guys can go, drop into Demo Flow. It keeps being delayed closer to Xbox console. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it keeps being delayed. I don't know why though. I don't know why. It's weird though. It's weird. But yeah, we had up to 50 people today. It was really good. Up to 50 people today we had in the chat. So yeah, we had a good conversation though. We had a blast. We had a Sony fanboy jump in here. Mr. Boomstick just said about the leak price is supposed to be 512 gigabytes. It's 950 and 2 terabytes. He's talking about the Steam machine. Wow, wow. But here's the thing, though. I don't want to talk about prices though that much because if we start talking prices, then people be like, ah. I don't want to talk about prices though. No, no, not yet. Until we get confirmed price, and I talk about it. Yeah, yeah. I have to admit, I find it extremely unlikely we'll see GTA 6 on Game Pass until they sell the most campaign players, and they're looking to boost online numbers. It'll go into Game Pass. Now, the only way that will work though is if Xbox sits down with them and says, "Look, here is this amount of cash." So if they give them a really big amount of cash, and those guys say, "You know what? Let's take advantage of it," and they go for it, then it can actually happen though. That's why I can never say never because at the end of the day, if it does come, if it doesn't, cool. If it does come, I'll be surprised. I was like, wow, they had to give out a lot of cash in order for that to happen though. But if it doesn't, cool too, because at the end of the day, who's ever a fan of GTA will go ahead and buy it, no matter what. Because GTA is a game that no matter what, people will buy. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Ted Leopard, what's up, man? Good morning. Guess I'm late. Yeah, I'm about to end the show. Yeah. Xbox isn't going to do that. Speaking of that, let me jump in the Discord so people can join our Discord. Where is Discord? Hold on, chat. Hold on, my chat. 1 second. Let me get that. Let me get our Discord so I can tap it in. Put it in here. Okay, invite to server. Copy link. I just dropped the link into Discord, guys. If you want to join our Discord, it's right there under XBI Podcast. Go ahead and go to Discord so that way you can also catch the Louis signal. Yes, sir. So you can catch it. So yeah, I do post a Louis signal before I go live all the time. So that way everyone knows I'm going live and we have these cool conversations that we have here with the chat. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of cash, so I highly recommend the Logitech G Cloud for Xbox streaming 300. I will not buy the 1000. Wow, really? Yeah, Crazy Louis, those daily downs, unheld Evers too. Oh, there's Mandalore Martin. Yeah, Mandalore Martin. You joined us the other day. You joined me and I think it was my nephew that was playing that game though when you joined though. And yeah, I was playing by the cloud though. Can you believe that, Mandalorian? We were playing on the cloud. Oh man, that is such a good day. The Diver is such a good game. Wow, that's a game I really recommend. It's such a great game. I love Day the Diver. It's one of the best games I played this year. No joke. One of the best games I played. Yeah, seriously, that's the thing. Brothers Graham, GTA 6 will do well, but it won't have the cloud for GTA 4 and GTA 5. The new generation doesn't even know what it is. I don't care. I already did the listen up. I already did. I already did that, Jesse James. I already did that. But chat again. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats and memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do. And I will be back on Monday, my chat. And if I don't go motorcycle riding tomorrow, which I hope I do because I really need to go motorcycle riding, it's been 3 weeks since I've gone for a long ride. So yeah, I'm really hoping I do because I need that ride though. I really do. But chat, man, seriously, love you guys to death. Really do. You guys are the best though. Remember, guys, making a Louis explores the dark one. Remember, guys, they're making a Louis explores the dark one. What do you mean by that? Making a game of me exploring things. Well, we'll see. I doubt Xbox will spend a billion to make a million, but if it goes into Game Pass, the dev will only free to come back. Yeah, but the thing is, if it does go to Game Pass, it'll probably be for like a month or two. It won't be for long though. That's the thing though, because that's where they're gonna be tedious about it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying though. If it comes to Game Pass, I'll be like, wow, you know. The most important thing is we all have fun playing games. Yep, 100%. That's all we gotta do is play games. But yeah, chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Louis, you should stop doing shows on Monday and Tuesday. Do them on Saturday and Sunday instead. Oh, you really guys want me to do them? It all depends on my schedule, though, Jesse James. It all depends on my schedule. Because the thing is, on Saturday though, you have Ray Ray coming out on 10 though. Ray Ray comes out on 10, and Saturdays I basically like to if I'm gonna do something, is play a game, which I'm really gonna have to start doing more and more. Play a game, play any indie game out there. And Sundays it will be pretty hard though. It'll be pretty hard, but I'll try to do it though. You got Left 4 Dead on Game Pass. Oh wow, that game is so good. I will be just like GTA 5 a few years later, boost people into online. That's the only reason GTA 5 is in there. Yep, that is. People love to play that game. But again, chat, hit the like button. Hold on, chat, 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, chat. Sorry. But again, chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XPI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful and awesome Friday and also weekend. And as always, I will see you guys on, if we do come back, the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays with Sour the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. Yes, sir, yes, sir. If we do come back, which I think we will have a show probably after Developer Direct. Let's see what happens. And if they invite me, they don't, XPI en Español with Elvis Elecita and Metal Berserker. Yes, guys, we do have a Spanish channel. Yes, we do, sir. We do. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X. Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Guys, have a beautiful day and also weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday morning with Joey. I hope he comes by on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one. Sí, español. Nosotros hablamos español. El show de español que con Elvis está en el description down below. So go ahead and sub. And of course, chat, before I go, I got a girlfriend. I love you, baby money. See you guys on Monday. Bye bye.